Good evening. Now, I know I'm live a little bit early, but I want to get some things sorted first. Like finding out if it actually works. I know a lot of people don't like this. Like, it's something for me to listen to in case I don't talk to me or so. If you can hear the music, please let me know. If you can't hear the music, let me know as well. Because if it's overpowering in the background, I need to turn it down a little bit or anything like that. Oh, no, let's turn it off, not down. There we go. That's turned nice down. I'm about to. This is for this. Bit loud. How you doing, Domstar? It was a bit loud. Maybe 25% more. I mean, I can't get it much lower than that without actually mute. That's the lowest I can get it without muting it. So, yeah. Okay, no, I'm not muting myself, Joey. I'm not muting myself. Kind of pointless me muting myself. The whole thing that I do on here is talk. Oh, yeah, this is a pen for this thing that I'm going to be using instead of a mouse for this evening. But yeah, today's plan is see all these nice little foam bricks, and I don't have enough of them to cover my 2 3-story buildings, and I want to. So I have a load more foam here ready to be cut up. Hopefully, I don't lose anything because I've already got a plaster on one, so I don't need it anymore. If I can help it at all. Now, I do think I've sent the link out. If I've not sent the link out to you, and I normally would, and you want it, please let me know. But I am early, so there's got to be some people who are thinking, I wanted to come, but he's not there. I'm here. Early. I'm trying not to cut my fingers off. So, stage 1, sharp knife. Yeah. That better not be an advert. If that's an advert, I want to be really peeved off. You go away. Stupid adverts. Right. So, considering these are 1 centimeter squares, all these, I'm going to cut them into half centimeter squares. So, yeah, half centimeter rectangles, so they end up like that. So I can stack them like bricks. Now, anyone who's seen my cobbled street before? Have I not sent you a link? Oh dear. I know I forgot something. Coffee. Where are we? There we are. See, I knew I forgot something. I know I always forget something. You're playing something. Angie has the link, by the way, just in case you're asking where Angie's link is. Angie has the link, and I'm waving this around right in front of my face, and it's a very sharp knife. I shouldn't be doing this. So yeah, plan is to cut up an absolute crap load of bricks. I mean, loads of them. But depending how quickly I get this done, I may move on to other things, because I did get that drawing tablet for a reason. So I may move on to the reason that I got that, and I can't see the lines in that anymore. I know it's got lines on it. There it is. Now I just need to wait for Skip to, or anyone else who wishes to come up and who's I've sent the link out to. And wishes to come up. And thank you, Damstar, for coming to speak to me and spend a little bit of your time with me this evening, and you too, Joey. It's very appreciated, because otherwise, I've just sent it through Discord. I have just sent you a link through Discord. You definitely have the link. I've just sent it. I had the Zelda, but not the link. You have the Zelda, but not the link. Let's go find Mr. Edibles then. How am I going to find Mr. Edibles now I'm here? I don't have you on Do I have you on Instagram? There you are. Yeah, you are on Instagram. So I can paste it there. Okay, so that's now 11 people that I've sent the link out to, and I have a grand total of 4 spaces at the moment. 5 if I need to, because I'll drop me down, because, well, this one isn't actually speaking anywhere. And hello, Sinscape. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. So,
can you hear me all
hello.
right? Yeah.
I can hear you fine, and I can see that we also have Kirsty in. Ooh, and 4 likes. Yay. I'm doing well for this stream. I've got 4 likes already. I know some people thinking 4. That's not much. Hey, for me, 4's brilliant. Normally, I got about 3 while I'm live. and one of them is me.
My cat is being very difficult right now. Cookie. Where you going? Go on. You can't stay there. Go.
Are you trying to tell a cat they can't do something? You do realize
she usually listens.
Thank you, Kirsty. Just to confirm that I can be heard and everything's going through right. She usually listens. My cat doesn't listen. My cat never listens to me.
Yo, no one listens to you, so I can't imagine why a cat would.
No, people listen to me. And it would be in the cat's best interest to listen to me because I'm trying to put food in her bowl. So it'd be very, very much in the cat's interest to pay attention and not stick her head in the way. In. Now, Joey, I've sent you the link, so if you wish to come up, you can do. However, I don't know how.
Cookie, no.
I don't know how hobby related this stream's going to end up tonight, because I have sent a few others.
Yeah, it would be cool if Angie came up, because I've been in a few of her streams now, and she loves the whole real Captain Baptin thing.
All right. And we have a reason to turn your volume down if you are not used to this gentleman, but he's a good friend of mine. Welcome, Joey from the Square Table.
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times.
Jeez, with the long intro, bro. You just got to bring me up next time, man. I just need to.
No, you need a long intro. You need an introduction, man.
I'm that friend. You got to tell him about that. This guy's got a couple things wrong with him, but he's funny. But he's got that guy.
Yeah, this is my friend. I'm used to his volume. Just warning all of you in case you're not. I've been on streaming too many times, man. I know it's just gonna come bump in my ear, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So how was your New Year?
It was good, bro. We didn't do much for New Year's. We went out for the game yesterday. Me, Lep, Noreen, and my buddy Steve met up with us. We went to the bar. Just watched the game for a little bit. It was a throwaway game because we already clinched the playoff spot, so we weren't really playing for anything. So we lost. It was whatever. I didn't really give a fuck. But Nick, and that was wanting the because like there was, depending on who won certain games, it was where the Browns were going to play next. Like I had tickets secured for the game, potential games in Indianapolis and Jacksonville, but nothing in Houston, Texas. And they're playing in fucking Houston, Texas, so I can't go to the game next week because I'm not going to fucking Texas. It's just not worth my time.
No.
So I mean, it would have been like $400, $500 for a fucking plane ticket and another, $300, $400 for a room. At this point, who knows? I'm not trying to spend $1,000 to go to Texas. For some other place maybe, but I could go to the Virgin Islands for $1,000. Why the fuck am I going to Texas? You know what I mean? So
you don't know anyone in Texas?
I've been to Texas many times. I got friends down there, but I prefer to not go just because like they're not pro weed down there. They don't really have weed stuff down there. I'm at the point where I can exclude areas of the country, certain states, based on their weed laws. I have no need for work to go to Texas. I'm never going to have to go to Texas mandatorily for the rest of my life. So I mean, fuck them. You know,
No Texas for joy.
Get your shit together, Texas. Legalize weed, and I'll come visit you.
Maybe that's why they're not legalizing it. You never thought about that? It's like, if we legalize it, we're going to get all these people.
Oh, well, they do that. They do that. They do that with a bunch of laws. They do it with. I don't want to talk about certain issues, but there are certain laws. They do that in certain states. It's never about the thing. It's just about keeping certain people out. You know what I mean? They do it. Like I'll give you an example. Gun laws. I mean, there's states like I think Illinois and maybe California. They got really restrictive gun laws. There's people who have guns that never go to those states. Why the fuck would I go to a state when all the stuff I had? Like, say I had like 10 guns, which isn't uncommon. I have many friends with like 10 guns. Why would they go to a state where there's restrictions on the stuff they have and they'd have to give it up? It makes no sense.
10 guns isn't even classified as a collection over there, is it? It's just a normal thing.
Yeah, I mean, guns are like tattoos for a lot of people over here. They just get one, they just keep buying more and more, and then they go to gun shows, and I mean, they'll use them responsibly, go to the range and stuff. It's just they just collect them, they love them. They got freaking arsenals and shit, man.
Arsenal, and when you say arsenals, you literally mean arsenals as well, because they've got stuff up there. It's like 50 caliber rifles all the way down to 22mm pistols and everything in between. Good evening, Captain. And I have a first-time guest here now. This is Graham from Graham's Hobby Corner, who has been undergoing one of the most arduous journeys I have ever seen anyone do in this hobby. He's gold leafing an army.
Jeez.
Oh, I've heard this. I need to see this.
Yes. Graham, your gold leafing of your custodes. I shall bring you up to the big screen.
Oh, no, it's there.
So yeah, that's just gold leafed all over.
Can you focus it?
As best I can do them on my phone.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
If you have a look at my Instagram.
Yep, Graham's Hobby Corner. If you want to check out his Instagram, in fact,
you can just about see the shine on.
That's cool as hell, man. How do you do? I mean, is that like you melt it and dip it in the gold, or how does that work?
So, hang on, I put it all away because I'm done with it.
Sorry about that. I mean to be.
Oh, knocking tripods and everything everywhere. So I use this.
Okay.
It's called Size. So this is an acrylic size, water-based, which is basically a type of glue. And then you just basically cut one of these sheets into like centimeter squares, and just lay it on once it's dry enough. It's simple as really. It's a bit it's a bit more nuanced than that, but it's not too difficult.
If anyone does want a closer
I'm enjoying it. Very enjoying it.
Graham's done. I've posted his link to his Instagram in the chat, so if you want to click that, you'll get a better look at all the custodes and everything that he's been doing. He's just showing up on the screen for us.
Hey,
are you also going to be adding shade and stuff?
Right. But yeah, I mean, this is what I've done. So Are
you also going to be adding shade to it all, or just keeping it as a?
I've tried that, and no.
I can imagine it's not going to work.
The gold pretty much highlights and shades itself. There's no point. It doesn't add anything to it. If anything, I think it detracts from it. So I've just left it as is. So I'm just basically painting everything else.
You are still crazy for doing that.
Oh yes.
Well, I'm actually, once I've done this guide for YouTube, so I've just finished the last guide last night. So that's the guy with this. I can't remember what he's called.
Banner bearer.
Yeah, the Praetor. I'm going to paint him up for the video, and then I'm going to edit and do that for YouTube. But then once I've done that, I want to gild Gulliman.
Gulliman?
Yeah. Well, he's got that much fucking trim on him, hasn't
he? Yeah, he has got that much trim on him. But
I did this guy. So this guy, I know you can't really see it very well, but this guy's got that stuff is fake gold. So with this stuff, you have to varnish it because it'll tarnish because it's copper and zinc. Whereas this stuff on here is 24 karat gold, so that won't tarnish. This looks insane. This stuff. It's a shame, like on camera, it doesn't do it justice.
No, it doesn't. It really
doesn't. The shine on it is insane. But because it's 24 karat gold, it doesn't tarnish, and it's not as expensive as people think. It costs 50p maximum, so about what's that in dollars? 70 cents to do one Space Marine, and I've done extra trimming on it as well. I've gone all out on this thing.
If you're going to so you're gilding it all, can you buff it after that for you to get polish and you can actually bring it up into an actual shine?
So you can. Doesn't work on minis, but yeah. Hang on. Tell them halfway through film.
So I just realised that I've stopped the music.
God, where are they?
I can't hear the music.
These are called burnishing stones. They're really smooth, polished stones, and you use them to polish and flatten gold. The only problem is they don't really work on minis because there's so much details and stuff. You just end up wrecking gold.
Huge.
You get different size ones. This is just.
Hey, you guys could go broke doing this stuff, right? There's you just never end. You keep buying more and more and more and more, and there's cooler stuff and cooler stuff.
That's the hobby. We never.
Right. It gets to the point. It's to the point where you could just. I mean, as much money as you got, you could literally throw all of it into it.
Yep.
If I got all the stuff that's currently still at my mum's house in England, I probably have about £10,000 worth of miniatures.
Oh hell yeah!
Have a guess
that's what, $12,000 maybe. It's crazy.
How much do you think this book cost?
Let's see here.
25 sheets, 14 by 14
sheets of gold leaf. I mean, knowing how that material is, probably 40 pounds or so. I guess I don't know. I'm just
12 pounds, $15.
$15. Okay.
Yeah, it's fake stuff. The real stuff.
And it's also because it's so thin. It's very little gold.
Right.
Isn't it?
I used half a pack to do combat patrol, so it cost me £5-6.
That's cheap.
So this is real gold.
I like to show it off.
So this is a book, same size book, 25 sheets. The only difference is it's 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters.
Okay.
That's £40.
Yeah.
I think so. If I was wanting to do a full combat patrol, I think it'd probably take me about 1.5 of these books. So it'd be about £60 to gild the entire combat patrol. And bear in mind the custodies are basically gold.
Well, I was going to say, if we did a whole combat patrol of custodies, it's going to be a bit more than that, isn't it?
No, I think that will judging by the amount of square centimeters I've used doing this.
Really?
And I was quite liberal with this as well because it's so cheap. I think I'd use 1.5 books maximum with the real stuff. So I think it cost me maximum £60 to gild an entire Custodes combat patrol.
But still, that's £95 for the combat patrol. If you buy it retail, if you buy it full price retail and don't go to third party places.
When you start thinking about stuff like all your paints and like a tin of primers, what Retributor primer is what, £14?
I don't buy that primer. I buy the £2.50 chalkboard.
No, I know, but the point I'm making is by the time that you've bought all the paints and everything like that to do it, the price difference isn't that huge.
Just something else. Where am I? Which screen am I? I'm that one. Just something.
I've been having these arguments for weeks now.
Is it expensive enough just for a small bottle like that?
Well, I mean, it's all about having fun doing it too for you guys. I'm assuming. I mean, you could go buy it, painting the stuff and doing it yourself, and the satisfaction, the glory of getting that cool piece the way you want it. That's got to be way better than just paying full price for something on your shelf. I mean, I would think.
That's why I'm doing it, because
I'm sat here trying to cut out half-centimeter bricks. What part of that sounds like fun?
But you're doing it willingly. What I'm doing it for like 50 other people.
You get money for it, aren't you?
But to polish the gold leaf, I just use a makeup brush, basically.
What, one of the big fluffy ones?
Yeah. So I've got a small one to apply
It's very light on the gold, so it doesn't rip through it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice and soft.
Small one to apply it, which is soft but stiff, and then I've got a big soft one to then remove everything.
See that big one there? That is a fantastic dry brush, but my missus will not let me touch it.
Get one for yourself.
I did, it fell apart. I used it twice, and apparently I'm heavy-handed with it. It literally just fell apart. It started coming out in clumps.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit gentle with them. I've gone through a few makeup brushes doing dry brushing.
I'm a club-handed mank. I don't do gentle. It's everything's done at full, or you just don't do it. Which is probably why all these aren't going to be the exact same, because I'm just putting the ruler down and slicing. I'm hoping I'm getting it roughly half a centimetre. Although the mutual channel of MS Paints is the one that I'm going to blame for all of this.
You should get sponsorships for those guys, bro. Contact them and be like, yo, what up with it?
What, MS Paints?
Yeah, and they give 50% off if you use code LAZ82
or no, MS Paints is another YouTuber. He's just very inspiring for me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about MS Paints like that's the brand of paint you use. Okay, my bad.
No. It's another YouTuber. It's just that he's quite inspiring for a lot of people within the communities who...
He's local to me. It's just down the road.
Is he just down the road from you?
Yeah. Well, I'm a York boy. I don't live in York anymore. I'm about 15 minutes away. But yeah.
I was in York a couple of years ago, and that's how I ended up with one of the Kill Team boxes, the one with the Eldar and the Chaos. That's how I trip to York. Always, you have to come back with a bit of Kill Team. So I did. But that was the last time I want to go back again, though, because that House of Trembling Madness is a nice place to go for a drink.
Yeah, I love York.
It is a good place to go.
I'd still live there if I could. It's just too expensive.
Sounds like New York, too.
Yeah, probably similar, actually, except for I don't think New York knocks you out as you walk out of a shop. You would get knocked out if you're not careful, Joey, walking out of a shop, because I did, near enough. There's a little shop right next to York Minster, and the entire door frame is about 5'4". So I ducked and stood up too early.
There's no way. I would never go in that place, dude. Especially if you're drinking, forget about it. You have one or two beers, you stand up, you bump your head all the time. I've known friends, they've had ceilings. Like, say you go to the second floor, right? And they'll have like a 6-foot ceiling. And I'm like 6'2", 6'3", whatever. There's no way, because I go like this all the time. I can't do it. I physically can't do it because I'm a clumsy fuck, bro. I'll hit my head all the time, and that shit hurts, dude. You're a tall guy. You hit your head once or twice. That shit hurts for us tall folks, bro. It sucks, man. It sucks being tall sometimes.
Well, that's what I mean. In York, I damn near knocked myself out. I stood up on that door frame. The volume of the bump was so loud, the street turned around to look at me while I'm propping myself up on the window frame, trying not to fall over.
Did they do like the Simpsons and go and then laugh at you, or what was the next day reaction?
Yeah. As soon as they realized I was okay and not passed out on the floor, everyone was kind of like chuckling and walking away. And it's like, even my missus was laughing at me after she realized I was all right and there was no blood down my head or anything.
Well, I think a lot of times the embarrassment adrenaline just kicks in and people just leave. There was this big old fat dude, and he was walking down the stairs. We're on row 15 in our season tickets for the Browns. So like he was walking down the section and it cuts off at like row 6. So we're like 9 rows up from the little break. And then like 5 through 1 is another, below that. But like he was probably like the 8th or 9th row and he just fucking took a header, bro. And fell up. And the way he fell, like his ass was in the air when he landed. And he got up and like fucking point. I know he had to have been hurt because he probably hit the back of his head. But he got up in about 3 seconds. It's like, I'm okay. And just went back down the ramp. And they probably went in the bathroom and fucking cried for an hour. But Jesus Christ, yeah, it was so painful, bro. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. Oh no.
That's the thing, man. Everybody gets drunk at these tailgates and shit, and then they go to the game, and all these seats are so high up, bro. It's crazy, man. 35 rows up and shit when you're drunk. It's fucking wild.
I'm pretty sure it was on Leps that I saw it, and it was a tailgate. It didn't look. But when I hear the word tailgate, I think of people, basically a car boot over here. Open the back of your car. You've got maybe a mini grill and a portable fridge or portable cooler with some beers in. These people were pulling up in buses and pulling kitchens out, tables, and it's like, what? This looks like an entire festival going on before the match.
Oh, it is. It's kind of like a mobile festival, really, if you think about it. I mean, the one I go to, it's ran by my buddy Steve. I think he gets 300-400 people every week. And we pay $30. All you can eat, all you can drink. And he starts at like 5:30, starts with breakfast. You get eggs, buffet, and whatever you want, pieces of gravy, pancakes, shit like that. That goes to about 9:30. Then he just restarts and cooks the dinner, and that's always whatever pierogies, wings, cheesesteaks, all kinds of any American pub food you can think of. And that lasts till about 11:30. Then he packs it up and goes to the game. It's a great time, man.
Yeah. So you actually the game starts before the game starts.
Oh yeah, well, I got down there for the last one, for the one in not the Jets game. I think it was a Bears game. I got all of them up here. I got little posters and shit from the games, but we got down there like 6 o'clock. And the game didn't start till 1. So we were just smoking and eating the whole time. It's 6 hours of just fucking 6-7 hours of just whatever, man. It's wild. People get fucking crazy. Leb, it was funny. Leb went to the one, the last one, not the one in Cincinnati. We didn't have one for that, but the one when we played the Jets. And it was a different time because the game started at 8:30 at night. Usually the game started at like 1 o'clock local. So the game started really late. So we got there like 11 or maybe 1 o'clock or so. But Lep, went to the store, bought all his fucking beer, got the Corona, got the cooler out, got the ice. And then we get down there. He just gives the guy the money anyway. So he spent all his time and energy bringing all his shit. He just get the same thing we did regardless. I still got his shit over in my fucking garage over here. I got to bring it over to him.
He's got beer for the way home now, though. That's the difference.
That's true. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully the beer didn't freeze. It's been sitting out in the cold there for a while. I think it's all right. I mean, end of the day, whatever, man. I've been over there twice. I forgot it each time because I've seen him twice since then.
Well, he's carbonated, so if he's not blowing up, he's not frozen.
Counting just yesterday. I just saw him yesterday. We were just hanging out yesterday. He got pretty high. We smoked some weed in the back of the bar there. Not in the bar, like outside. Because it's cold. Nobody goes outside, so you can just smoke out there. It doesn't matter.
You smoke weed? Oh, never would have thought of it in my life.
My heavens.
I know.
It's wild how accepted and open it is now, man. It's just it's a different universe how I used to remember back in the day, bro. It's wild.
Oh, it is. It all went completely up when they set that Hadron Collider off and we all parallel jumped to a different dimension. And if you've not heard about that one, that's a 9-year-old's theory. So it's all been screwed since then.
Next time Joey comes over and ends up unconscious, put makeup on. I did a show where my the wife and daughter put makeup on me in a wig. The wig was so fucking hot, dude. I don't know how people wear wigs. I was like sweating bullets. Like it was fucking balls hot, dude. So I think I am taking the wig off at the end of it.
I think that's actually more in reference to when we was over with Mick T and you were practically falling asleep on the sofa.
Well, to be fair, it was like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock my time, in my head. So I was like,
oh yeah, you were jet lagged to fuck.
You were so fucking tired, bro.
I'm surprised you managed to last as long as you did, to be quite honest.
I'll tell you what, though, let's staying up there like how I did and kept that, got my clock adjusted to your guys' time, and that kept the, it wasn't all weird all week because, like right from I don't know how long was there, 6 days or 6-7 days. Like it was that first night made it perfect because that way, you know, I was getting up when you guys were getting up and going to sleep when you guys were, so it was perfect.
I'm surprised I actually got up that bloody morning. The morning after, to be quite honest.
Yeah, we're just talking about you, Mick. What's up, buddy? Hey, I gotta get some water, bro. I'm thirsty motherfucker right now. I'll be back in like 2 minutes or so.
Wait a minute. The flaccid flopper. That has to be Mick. Only Mick would choose to name the flaccid flopper. So, Graham, just as an introduce, this is the first time you've ever been up on my channel or ever even spoke to me properly, apart from once, I think, which was up on Discord. My channel, although I do hobby-related stuff, doesn't get limited to hobby-related stuff. So if anyone comes up and has something to talk about, feel free to bring it up. If we have no idea about it, we'll ask you questions. If we know about it, we'll start talking to you about it. But if you want to stick it strictly to hobby, then you probably only get responses from me and Sinscape.
Talk about whatever. I'm not bothered.
So yeah, as you see, we'll talk about American football, we'll talk about hobby, we'll talk about drinking, we'll talk about
you'll lose me on football. Yeah.
Well, I get lost in American football. I'm slowly learning bits of it, but I couldn't watch a game and know what's going on yet.
It's actually ironic because I'm pitting a Blood Bowl team at the moment.
Which is pretty much just American football with a few rugby rules. Right, let's see if I can get this into a nice straight line. Come on. Trying to speed cut these bricks.
What are you doing your bricks for?
I have 3 TT combat ruined buildings, 3-story ones. Don't know why I'm holding my hands down here. You can't see anything down here. So yeah, 3-story TT combat buildings, but they're all plain MDF with a very little bit of, you know, the wood burning that they put on for detail, which doesn't really work that well once you start painting it. So I'm going to cover the outside of it with bricks.
Yeah.
But it is a 3-story, it is 2 3-story buildings. It's going to take a shit ton of bricks.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm going to scoop out the insides that I've built up with cork, because I want to reuse the cork for basing, and then just pile up bricks of rubble.
How are you doing it that way when you could just stick a foam board on the side of the wall, cut out the windows and stuff, and carve in the bricks with your pen?
Because the building's already built. I'll go get it.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just you can shape a piece of board to it and cut it out and then glue it on and then carve in the brickwork. I think that'll be a lot quicker.
This is me.
But you're lazy. It makes more sense that you would do it easier.
No, I'm a lazy painter. This isn't painting. I'm a lazy mini painter. I will try and get the minis painted to a 3-color minimum as quickly and as easily as I can.
We'll see if you finish it all. I think you've
bitten off more than I could chew.
A project that you're probably not going to finish.
As long as I get it done by the end of the year, I'll be happy.
Oh, well, a whole year to do it.
Yeah, and I say that on the 8th of January. No, I should be able
to. I won't start another project unless I finish the last one, which is a bane in itself. Because
oh wow, you want to talk about that? I've got.
I just can't help myself. I just go too big every single time.
That one that's part way through. That one that's part way through. You've got. I think I've got Warboss Karen up here. Yeah, I've got Warboss Karen up here. Who's not completely finished yet, but she's getting there.
I think I've got about 40 projects on the go at the moment.
So she's the manager hunter.
But none of them belong to me, ironically.
So yeah, that's my version of an arc. And then I've got Necromancer still to paint up from WizKids. Oh, God knows what else. I've still got the old combat. Is it the Incursors? Or the Infiltrate Space Marine troops, the new ones.
The Vanguard box.
Yeah, them ones. I've still got the troop selection from that to go through.
My next project, I either want to gild that Gilliman, which I probably am going to leave because I don't want to just exhaust myself doing the same thing. I'll probably do that second. But I want to have a go at making my own Space Marine. So I bought some polymer clay.
So you're going to build it from scratch?
I'm going to try and sculpt one, yeah.
Interesting.
Good luck with that.
Is this going on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to check that out because that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of my angle. I want to do stuff different. Do different ways to sort of expand the hobby.
What's the channel again, sorry?
Graham's Hobby Corner.
Graham's Hobby Corner. Okay.
So if you go on there, you'll see like my last video I did purity seals.
Right, where are we?
There's these.
Great.
But they're made with real wax. So I carved stamps, different stamps. So that's what's that? That's Adeptus Mechanicus.
These are your things.
That's the Sororitas. That's the Imperial Eagle. So some different ones with basically carved stamps out of rubber and then pressed them into real wax and made my own purity seals.
Nice.
Now,
the one
you did.
that,
Now, if I'm right, Graham, you did the two that are up on Valrak's mic stand, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No.
Did you not do them two?
No. What I've done for him is I've 3D printed. So I've got 3D printers behind me.
I like the way you put plural on that one.
Hey?
I like the way you put them as plural.
It's got 3.
I've got one that doesn't function.
Big one and 2 small ones. But yeah, I 3D printed 100 purity seals, just the seal bit for him. Unpainted or anything. I just literally sent them to him because he's got a big board that he's put on the wall, a big magnetic board, and he wants to sell them to channel members. He wants to sell spots, so he's aiming for 1,000. I've done him 100 to start.
You'll get that, no problem.
Hoping he orders another 900 and then it'll pay for all the printers.
Well,
which 3D printer do you recommend for miniature printing?
To start, any cubic, photon, mono, any day. I've got 2 of them. They're awesome. They're both of them. I've had one for a year and one for a year and a half, and they've both been faultless. I absolutely love them. Mono 4Ks, fantastic.
Oh, I know why it's not doing that. Because I'm looking at the wrong screen, you bloody plug. Yeah, you know the necromancer that I sent you a picture of that I painted? The green one with the little book coming off him and all that lot.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was painted on that was printed on one of those printers.
All right, okay, cool. I'm planning on getting a printer for my own business and expanding into printing miniatures, obviously. And I was gonna go for the Elegoo Mars 6K Pro Max thing.
4K will do you fine. You don't need to fork out the extra resolution for 6K.
I did this on. This is the Acastus polystyrene. I don't know what they call it, polyester, whatever. Thingamajigger. Imperial Nerd.
Oh, sugar. That's not something we ever like to see.
Did that land in paint?
No. I can fix it, don't worry.
We know you can fix it. It's just
one of those. That's off one of those, the mono, the photo, the Anycubic photon monos.
Yeah.
That Diago Princess will do that much. If you get the settings dialed in right, so it's my brother-in-law who has it, not me.
I mean, it comes with factory settings anyway, which pretty much you're guaranteed to guaranteed to successfully print on them. You might lose a little bit of detail, but I mean, on minis, it's neither here nor there. I'm breaking more bits off it now. You're not really. They're so small, but you can tweak it. I've tweaked mine slightly, but yeah.
They do require some tweaking.
You don't really have to worry.
I'm not very good with that kind of thing.
You just need to have a computer to be able to slice the files.
Yeah.
Use the default settings that are in the software. So I use Shitterbox.
Oh, Shitterbox. Oh.
But you can use Lightsheet. Don't matter. It's like saying iOS or Android.
Yeah.
Which one do I use?
It don't matter.
Shitterbox is really easy to use. Even I've used it.
Yeah.
Well, if you can use it, that must be.
I mean, it is ridiculously easy to use. The fact that I've managed to use it and set up a print. I'm not going to say what a print is because I'm online, but I set up a print, and it worked. It came out perfectly fine.
It's so easy. It's insanely easy. You just need to make sure you've got the right. You be careful with it because it's a toxic material at the end of the day. So you just have to be a bit conscious of that fact.
Oh yeah.
So you want to have a face mask and that sort of thing.
So how much
rubber gloves.
What printers? You can pick them up for anything from around about 125 up to about 500 quid, depending on how much you want to pay.
I'm on about the ones that.
Specifically the Anycubics.
Yeah. I know the general price range. I've given away several on my website. I just want to know some specific ones.
Mono.
The Photon Mono is usually between 150 and 180 pounds, depending on if it's on a sale or not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's an entry-level printer. It's not a massive print area, but it'll do for minis. I mean, like I say, I
when you say it'll do,
I printed this fucking thing off on it, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite large and lots of flat areas. I'm assuming it's the flat areas are smooth and they don't have like the 3D print lines going across them.
No. If anything, flat areas are the hardest because they do get the layer lines easier.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I've got on this is I've got some meshing on the carapace, but that is not down to the 3D printer. That's down to the file that I used to print.
Okay.
So you just need to thicken up the wall on that bit, and that's it sorted.
What you really need to do. So there's ways you can avoid it, and that's angling the file in the software correctly, and you can anti-alias as well. So that's basically where you soften, sharp edges in the software, so that it will get rid of those lines when it comes to actually slicing and printing.
Okay.
But that's where you run the risk of losing detail if you soften too much.
Yeah, I mean, I've never bothered with anti-aliasing.
Anycubic Mono X.
There's a new one now. I think the new one is blue instead of yellow.
Okay.
But it's the same price.
The 4K is about 200 quidish, I think. I just looked then, I've just forgotten that, so. It's about 200 quid even if you work it out on eBay.
Yeah, well, the one I've just given away on my site was like, at the rate that I'm getting it for, it was like 200 for a Mars 6K. Which is not bad.
That's not bad.
No, I mean, this big one here is an Elegoo. That's the new Saturn 3.
I'm not getting this done tonight.
But that's about 500 quid.
Yeah, I couldn't afford that.
That makes two of us. We're just going to have to go to York and Nick Graham's.
First.
Yeah, we got to find you first. That was the difficult bit.
Yeah, there's a gun safe in the loft above me.
It's all right. We just look for the toxic fumes coming from the houses and hope it's not Dave by mistake. I don't fancy taking on Hector. I'd rather take on your gun safe. Well, that does look very... Don't drop the things.
If I knew this would happen, having the silver glue on hand.
So I've got plasters on hand because I'm waiting for more cuts. Don't worry. I'm going to take you down off big now for a bit, Graham, if you don't mind. Just because... Yeah, there we go. So I've done a fair few bricks. Oh, God. And this is just going to take me for fucking ever.
I still think you're crazy doing it that way. Wouldn't necessarily... So
You could have just stopped with that. I still think you're crazy.
No, right. Then after that, anything is just redundant, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So you're just nuts. Just leave it at that.
Oh.
It sounds like you were having a right pain over there, mate. Are you all right? But first time up on my stream and everything goes to shit for him. That is not a good sign, is it?
Yeah, that didn't sound very good.
New year, new problems, bro. It happens, man.
That sounded to me like a Titan smash.
I honestly wasn't even looking at the screen. All I heard was Les, are you okay? And I didn't even hear anything, to be honest with you.
I heard the very familiar sound of a model hitting the floor.
Oh, that would be horrible, bro.
I just broke it down.
Yeah, see, told you. Very familiar sound of a model hitting the floor. Whether it was on camera or not, I know that sound. Because it happens to me on a daily basis.
Hopefully it's not completely ruined.
Fingers crossed, no. Because if it is resin, then it can shatter. And
yeah,
that's when
resin is quite fragile.
Yeah, if it shatters, then you've lost it. If it just breaks at the gluing points, then you can just re-glue. It's not bad, but yeah, as soon as it shatters, how far are we into the stream? 47 minutes. Yeah, I can say cooked.
How is it, Graham? Is it okay? Was it that Titan?
Yeah.
Has he survived in a repairable condition?
I just dropped the other arm.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh,
so I've just got to fix the other arm now.
So going off how far this has been so far, I don't think you're not coming up here again because things go wrong for you.
I'm just very clumsy.
All right, it's all right. I thought it was me then for a second. I was like, oh no, I've lost another one.
I think the worst I had was at ChillCon painting competition. They dropped it.
They dropped it.
They dropped it.
Oh no! In that case, I'd be kicking up a right Ralph. I say,
excuse me. It's bad enough when you do it to your own model, but when someone else does it to your own model, that's
But by the sounds of it, the judges drop the model.
Yeah.
That's a big no. That's a why are you even a judge if you can't even hold a model?
I've proper broken this. Fuck.
Oh fuck. No, you see, that's not what we wanted to hear.
Well, I mean, good thing about a 3D printer is to just redo the parts.
Yeah, but you painted it.
Yeah.
It's you're gonna have to repaint it now.
Or find somebody else and go, can you just paint that back up for us because I'm busy doing something.
Yeah, it's not too bad on the metal because it's just dry brushing.
Base black, but lead belts are over the top.
Yeah.
See, told you it works, Inscape. You are allowed to just dry brush models.
I never said you couldn't. I dry brush models.
That's pretty much how I've done my entire tyranny down.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't dry brush the entire army, but yes, you can dry brush miniature.
How much, Kirsty? It might be worth going down to London and going to see Kirsty.
An ounce of what? You're talking drugs again?
Yeah, we talk about drugs for about an hour.
Yeah.
I've not been paying attention.
And you got to watch the chat because the chat does go off on its own little tangents.
Fair dues. And it just occurred to me that that's the longest time I've seen you on a stream, Joey, and you've been quiet.
Oh, you guys are talking the model and stuff. I'm not going to interrupt. I don't. I'm like, there's a time for stuff. I'm not going to interrupt your technical stuff with some fucking stupid ass joke about something corny that nobody wants to hear. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. I don't remember you having that restraint during Thrasher's interview with Captain.
That's because he was in the chats. He wasn't up on screen.
Yeah, but it was just as much disruptive in the chat than anywhere else.
Oh no, I'm worse in chat than I am on screen. I'm far worse in chat than I am on screen.
Yeah, you can get away with it more. You've not got your face.
No, even the people that I'm saying it to, they know exactly what I look like. And they probably know what expression I've got on my face as I'm typing it and saying it.
Well, the beauty of being in chat is that you get to think about your response. You get 5-10 seconds to press this shit, and then you get to type. When you're on screen, you gotta literally come off with off the top of your head. You gotta be funny right off the rip. You know what I mean? It's a different barrier to entry. That's why it's easier to be funny on Facebook, because you got time to react to shit and you can think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to think about stuff before you open your mouth or type?
No, the ones that get shit done are the ones that don't think about shit before they open their mouth. You got the shit; it's already like pre-stored up here in the fucking data bank, and just keeps coming out.
No, it's not pre-stored; it just doesn't get filtered.
Exactly, it's like the news but unfiltered.
Yep,
welcome to the unfiltered news featuring Laz.
Donald Trump will get assassinated in 2025.
Well, we do got the election coming up. I think it's Iowa or New Hampshire caucuses, or I think Iowa's. God, what comes first? I think New Hampshire's like 2 days before it. The New Hampshire primary and the Iowa caucuses are coming up, so we'll see if there's any different voting besides the main two.
Well, they want
again. Seriously, America is just a laughing stock.
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just so repetitive with these two. They're both so old, like fucking 80 and shit. I don't want no 80-year-old. We get somebody like 50, 55, 60, whatever. But like, my goodness gracious, these people are out of touch with everything. That's the entire government. It's not just the president.
I'm hoping that they stop him from being able to go in.
No, because that would destroy the system. If you stop him from running, it stops the system. Because the whole point is anyone can run.
Well, there are legal. I mean, there is a argument to be had, in my opinion, for the insurrectionist clause of the Constitution. I mean, he did. I mean, you can say what you want. The guy did incite violence a little bit, in my opinion. He didn't overtly say, fuck shit up, but I mean, he pretty much said it. Show my feel is pretty much the same fucking sentiment. You know what I mean? So there is an argument to be made for that. I am not a constitutional law scholar, so I'm not an expert on that. So I don't know what it's going to be. And at the end of the day, what will happen is the blue states will pass laws taking off the ballot. It's not going to affect anything because he wouldn't have won those states anyway. So it's Operation Wind Piss. It's not going to get anything done. It's pretty much everything they do in the government is stuff to make themselves feel better. And that doesn't get anything done. You can argue all day about who's better here, who's better there. There's fuck homeless people you're losing. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell them.
Oh, that's the same in the UK. The government suggests it's all just a petty argument between them for a popularity vote. Absolutely fuck all gets done in this country.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Actually, no, sorry. There was something that was done. There was a law that was changed a few weeks ago, which allowed wine to be sold in the pint glass.
That sounds like a British law to be passed.
Yeah, that was it. That was all it was. Because originally it started as, I can't remember which party it was, but they wanted to bring back the imperial system for measurements. And
National Party.
Yes, I can't remember who it was, but they did a vote with a public vote, and like 97% of people said no, we don't want to go back to imperial. And then they said, to make themselves feel better, to make it look like the government had won something in that vote, they turned around and said, but you can buy a wine in your pint glass, so you can get an extra 100 milliliters of wine if you want.
Oh boy.
Ridiculous. That's the biggest thing that came out last month with the government.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's why I love Ohio, because like in the states, man, we got 50 different states. And it's kind of like, you got the military, and then the interstate system covers everything. But besides that, every state has its own little quirks and laws and different other shit. You know what I mean? So like in Ohio, it's good because like we got pretty open gun laws. Like you can conceal carry, you can walk around. You can have as many guns as you want. There's no restrictions on it. And we also got legal weed, which not a lot of legal carry states have legal weed. And we can buy fireworks and let off fireworks. You can't do that in a lot of states either. So like we're like the openness. We're like the libertarian's dream when it comes to states. And Ohio's cheap too. The only bad thing is the weather. But I mean, Ohio weather is quite similar to fucking UK weather. I mean, we were a little colder in the winter, but I mean, other than that, it's fucking gray and gloomy pretty much most of the year.
It feels to me that they're making all of those laws legal. It's just a way to say, oh yeah, we have less drug crime in this state because, well, it's not illegal.
Yes, but if you legalize the correct ones, then you don't have a backlash. If you legalize the wrong ones, that's when you have a huge backlash.
Right. I'm never gonna sit here and say all drugs need to be legal because that's never gonna be the case. There are some drugs that are clearly and have been proven to be destructive. But there are, several forms, hallucinogens, marijuana. There's drugs that do have purposes, and if properly done, and not whatever, you could have fun with them. People could lead productive lives. You know what I mean? It's just, but the problem is we were talking about the old people in the government earlier. Everybody who runs the government is, like our guy that runs our state is like 70-something years old. I could guarantee he's never smoked weed, and I guarantee you never will smoke weed the rest of his life. He seriously doesn't give a fuck about anybody who smokes weed. So he's gonna. I mean, we had to vote it in. So he's gonna be he's gonna push. At the end of the day, you can only push back so far, but he's going to push as far as he can to make weed illegal just because he doesn't care. He doesn't want it. That's just how it is, and it sucks.
Yep. And then everyone's going to push back against him. He's going to get voted out, and somebody else is going to get voted in.
Yeah.
And that's how
it's all a load of rubbish. Government is just nonsense. It's all just a popularity.
Pretty much. Hedwich is that how you say it? I'm so sorry. Hedwich.
I say Hade because I
struggle with
the name also.
Yeah.
I struggle with
I think if I remember right, it's Hadvich. Hadvich. Or it was like Loch. So Hadvich. Hadvich.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild though because some laws are there. Like the state of New Hampshire, for example, is a good example of. They have you don't have to have car insurance in New Hampshire. Like it's not mandatory. But if you don't have car insurance, people could sue you. So like states like New Hampshire, Tennessee, where they don't have car insurance laws, they got the highest rate of bankruptcies because people get sued. There's no insurance. You probably even if it's not mandatory, you probably do want to get car insurance if you're out there driving. It's just a good idea. I mean, I'm not gonna say break the bank and get the premium of everything, but if you get in a car accident, God forbid, it's nice to have a replacement car or they replace you what hit. That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I got hit in fucking Netherlands last year, mate. They couldn't find any insurance details. My fucking premiums have doubled. I'm not happy.
That's the problem with no insurance on the other driver. They just really just it fucks you up more than it fucks them up because they're just going to drive away and never see it.
So I've ended up having to pay for my own repair because the damage wasn't enough to warrant claiming, but the insurance company have still put a claim on my file because I tried, and my premiums have doubled.
So even though you didn't make a claim, they're saying you claimed.
Yeah, because I started the claims process, and they were unable to claim off of the person who hit me.
That's bullshit.
Oh yeah,
that is completely bullshit.
Yeah, I don't. When I go on vacation, I mean, if I drive there, fine. But if I fly somewhere, I don't rent a car at this point. I just like taking the public transit, enjoying myself. You know what I mean? It's usually I usually try to get a place right next to the spot I want to go. You know what I mean? So if I'm going somewhere for a game, I'll get a spot right there next to the thing, so I can just walk, that kind of thing. But
that must be a nice change for you being able to use public transport a lot when you leave America.
I underestimated the UK public transport. It took me a hot minute to get from Liverpool to where Doof is in Worcester. That was a fucking beast, bro. I had to transfer like 4 trains, hugging all his luggage and shit. That was a haul.
How come you went Liverpool to see then Doof? How come you
I started in Wakefield with you and Mick.
Yeah.
Did that for a couple days. Then I went to go see Captain, but I had to get from Wakefield to Liverpool, and I got a flight from Liverpool to Belfast. Captain picked me up in Belfast, and then I had 2 days in Belfast, and then I flew from Belfast to Liverpool, and then took the train from Liverpool down to Worcester to go see Doof. I didn't have a ride there, and that one sucked. It was so much train travel, like fuck. I had to call in favor. Wakefield's probably. I mean, if I go to Wakefield, it's gonna have to be like I go with somebody who has a car or something because that was too much of a bitch to get to. Like I had to call in favors to get to from Wakefield to fucking Liverpool, bro. Like Lord's Beer Reviews, I think it's called Nerds in Motion now, or whatever. But John, he actually one of his friends fucking drove me out there. I gave him like $60, or 60 quid, something like that. But it was a beast, bro.
Like Johnny met us at Manchester.
Yeah, you picked me up in Manchester. Remember? I think it was Manchester. Yeah.
Yeah, because I met you at the airport, and then he met us at the car park. And then he drops us off in Wakefield, and then said, "There you go, have fun."
Right in the middle of nowhere, Wakefield is great. I love Wakefield, bro. It's always gonna have a soft place in my heart. People could talk shit about it, but I'm always gonna love Wakefield. That's the unofficial Browns backers bar is there in Wakefield. So if the Browns win the Super Bowl, Mick all he has to do is take a picture in the clubhouse with the fucking Browns flag I gave him. Fucking there you go.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
You need to come up to Scotland next time.
I know, I do. I got to visit Scotland and Wales. I didn't go to either yet. I didn't. Well, Scotland's one of, it's so like you can't really do it. I mean, it's huge compared to the rest of the place. Like it's kind of like North Carolina. It reminds me a lot of that. I mean, just a lot of freaking forest and all that. So like, I'd have to, do a dedicated trip to Scotland. I think because there's a lot of spots I do want to see. I want to see some of the islands and shit like that, not just the big cities, obviously. So.
If you was to come over again,
when you think about Scotland, really, most of the population is Edinburgh and Glasgow. The rest
Captain,
of it
you
is
don't need
quite
the link.
sparse.
Dundee.
Captain, you don't need the link, mate. Why are you asking for the link? You don't need the link. You can boot me off my own stream.
Give him the Zelda. You made him your team's member on there? If you could do that, then just come on up.
Yeah, Captain can boot me off my own stream, so I don't know what the stream. I don't know why he's asking.
Oh, is it a fake Captain?
He's probably had a wee bit of whiskey, as he says, and he can't remember how to do it.
Oh no, I've seen Captain put it away because when I went over to see Captain, I made sure he was drinking because I was buying the drinks.
Gappy can throw down, bro. He's a partier, man. He doesn't get he doesn't really change much. He gets a little sillier, but he's one of those. Those are the kind of friends you want. Is if they're gonna be drinkers, those are the kinds of ones you want. They're the same. They're just more, outgoing, a little more fun and shit like that. Because he doesn't like start punching people when he drinks. Some people get like that, bro. They start punching people. That's not good.
No, that is not good. Right, messages. Who's messaging?
I don't think Captain's ever punched somebody, bro. Come up here, and Captain, and tell us about every time in your life you punched somebody physically. Going back to when you were like 8 or whatever, you first got in a fight. When you were a wee school kid, as you would say.
All right. This is going to start getting a bit hectic because I don't know how many people are going to start wanting to come up. But I'm going to do that to send that one through to Captain, and I'm going to drop me down from the visual. But you can still hear me. Don't worry.
That's fine. We don't need to see you.
Because this is the this is the microphone cam. I just had to turn my thingy up, and we have the Captain himself.
Hello.
The fake one.
Wow.
Yeah, the real Captain Batman.
The real
the
one.
Fake one. You're definitely the fake one.
Yeah,
I've got 4 days. I've got 4 days, and then I can change it back again.
What made you change it in the first place?
I can't. Oh, it was in one of Captain's streams, I think it was, and he put something in the chat or something like while everyone else was talking, and then I changed my name to the real Captain Batman and pretty much said the same thing, but the opposite, and it said that I'm a complete idiot or something like that. I basically trolled him, pretending to be him, but it was obviously not him. And then I realized I couldn't change my name back.
That bit makes it even funnier.
Yeah, that's the bit that's made me chuckle for 8 days now. 9 days.
I've got 2 YouTube channels, and obviously coming up here, I didn't have to pick the real Captain Batman, but it's still funny, so I kept it like that.
You may as well keep it there after Friday night in case you're going to troll me with Dorito.
Oh, is Dorito up this Friday?
Yeah.
Game on this Friday. We got a double pack. So for those watching, this weekend's Friday night TGIF YouTube lineup is Soap opera actress Patricia Darbo, and then followed by Dorito. So buckle up. It's going to be fun. Yep. I only got, I was going to mean the message. I might as well tell you up here. I only got Patricia for like a half hour or so. I got to confirm, obviously, because this has been delayed 3 times. This is the 3rd reschedule. So if we go 5:30 local, that's 10:30 your time. She'll be done by 6. You know, so I'll probably get 35 minutes out of her, I would assume. So go to 6:05. You could that gives us a lot of time to get ready and shit.
I've mine scheduled, but what you could do is just. Well, it depends if JV or somebody's about to might do it quick. We went live the other night before the death pool.
Okay.
And you know Franz Beckenbauer died, so I think Dorito had Beckenbauer.
Wait, let me check. Hold on. I didn't see anything on
the death pool already.
Yeah, somebody took him because they couldn't pronounce his name, and he was on my list. I was going to call him. I think it was Dorito.
Let me see here. Hold on.
Dorito?
Luch Mob Garage.
Yeah, the California.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I recognize the name. I'm not sure.
He has been up here before. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's a load.
Yeah, I seem to attract the slightly eccentric people for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait, what was his name again, Kim?
Franz Beckenbauer.
All right, he did have Franz Beckenbauer. Let me check Franz Beckenbauer and see if they
died in the 78, so Dorito's in there in an early lead. Here, do you know what you could do? I was thinking about this. Maybe you've done it before, but maybe once a month do an update show, especially if you've no guest booked.
Well, we used to do like beginning of the show recap kind of thing. Well, I might do that. It might not be the worst idea. Just like I like your idea of once a month. You know, just do a quick recap. Because with like 18 different teams, there's gonna be a lot more deaths.
Yeah, because to be honest, you could do a league table really easily. You know what I mean?
You're talking yourself into a spreadsheet here, Captain. You're talking yourself into a spreadsheet.
No.
Right, hold on, I gotta get the.
I don't have Excel or anything on my home PC because you've.
I just use Google spreadsheets. It's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I have, but you can easily because I run a football competition in work called Beat the Monkey, and the hard work is setting it up to begin with. But see, once it's set up, it's a fucking piece of piss. You just fill in, yours might be slightly different though. I don't know. I'll have a think about it, but yeah, it would just be a monthly recap. Could be good. It just means some Friday nights if you've no guest, you've got some structure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I do need to buckle down on. I mean, it's so hard though, because like, I mean, I do be emailing a lot of people. Yeah. And it's like there's only so. At the end of the day, I only got so much. Hey, can you do this to me? And sometimes I just like whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mean, I get some Z-list guy on there, or fucking. I get the same ratings if we just have a panel anyway. So
yeah. So I was looking. There you go. You've got a new sub. Kirsty just sub to you.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you, Kirsty. Appreciate it. Love it. Hell yeah. We're going places, bro. We're going places.
I'm just wondering how Graham's doing with his repair job.
Oh, it's done. I did it.
It's done. Good.
It's like Legos, bro. It's just glue. You can glue everything. Now, any of you hobbyists, have you ever had like opened the modeling glue, got really baked, and just said fuck it, and not completed the task you were gonna do later?
I've glued my fingers to my teeth, so I couldn't continue the job that I was doing.
I've super glued my fingers together all the time.
No, I've super glued my fingers to my teeth.
Your teeth?
Like your choppers, your teeth?
Yeah, my front 2 teeth when I'm having my fingers.
Didn't the saliva like drip down and melt the glue or some shit? What's up with that?
No, the saliva works as an activator.
Oh, so it was an adhesive and shit.
Yeah, so it was like super quick set. Because I didn't realize that I had super glue on my fingers and I just put it to my mouth. And saliva instantly sets it as an activator.
You're a fucking idiot.
So as soon as I touched my fingers with my teeth to my teeth with a glue on, they stayed there. And then I had to try and remove them. And it wasn't very fun.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're the one who comes up here with me every week, so.
Yeah, because it's the only way I go live. I want to do my own channel, but I keep putting it off.
All right, so Beckenbauer was
78.
78, so that's a 22-pointer. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot you do it. I forgot you point off the ages from 100, don't you? So the younger the person is when they joss it, if they're on your list, the better.
Yeah. See that there's no point taking somebody at 99. Somebody had the Queen last year, so they got a point.
Yeah.
You know, but okay, I have to get some points this year. I got the 0. Here, Joey, don't forget, you need to send me your PayPal details whenever you get a minute. Send
All right,
them.
I'll drop it in the private chat here. It's just the wife's name at Gmail, I think.
I have never used PayPal to actually send somebody money direct, so
I don't think I've used PayPal. I think I've used PayPal.
you just use Cash App. Cash App is brilliant. But
I only use
send it
PayPal
direct.
when I forgot. I'm sorry.
Angie, I've saved the space for you. Just to throw another form of art into the process. Just in case Joey were like.
Oh, Angie! Hello, Angie. Jump in.
So, yeah. I wonder what Angie's doing tonight. She's either going to be joining Joey or she's going to be painting something. I wonder which one. I'm guessing joining Joey.
I'm not doing anything. I told Angie to come over. I just say, hey, what you doing? I'm over at Laz's, and she said, oh, I'll be over. So that's what. I don't think there's anything else scheduled. It's Monday. Anything else going on?
Do you have a smoke at the moment?
Am I smoking? Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, exactly. So she'll be joining you, I think, rather than.
Oh, joining me in the weed. I thought you said joining me. You get me confused this shit, bro. I'm high, man. Don't be fucking with me like that, man. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck stream you talking about over here and shit? Like, what the fuck?
She'll be joining you in mental state.
There we go.
I thought you meant joining him in a live stream or something.
No, joining him in mental state as opposed to joining us in our mental state.
Hey, Joey, how much they owe you?
$10, whatever that is in your guys' currency.
Just send him a 5. I'll be right by the time.
I gotta change it to.
You take off PayPal stuff and you do the currency conversion, you'll get like $2 out of that.
$1.27 to the pound at the moment.
You just ask the device, hey, okay, Google, how much is $10?
Yeah, but it's what PayPal converted at. That's the thing, you know.
Captain, when you go on to PayPal and you want to give someone money in another currency, there should be an option for you to change it into dollars, and it will automatically calculate.
It is. I'm just trying to get the right number now. That's all. Just cause
No. You just type in $10, and it'll calculate it up for you, and it'll charge you the right amount.
No, it's not. It's telling me. It's letting me convert it, but it's not telling me in the word how much I send. Be all right. Got it sorted.
I gotta post this to Instagram because Dorito's not on Facebook. I'm only gonna tag you, Cap. Well, we talk every day, so it's not like you don't get the notifications. But I'm not gonna post on Twitter unless it's you. I think even then I might not because.
Quite honest, Captain's probably gonna tell you.
No, I just don't. I use Twitter to interact with celebrities and shit, so I don't want to like fucking. They see a bunch of posts about Deathpool. My people on Facebook have been following me for fucking 100 years at this point. They know the debauchery, but like on Twitter, I need to go fishing, bro. I need to fucking get these people swooned, so it happens.
If you start putting Deathpool up there, you never know. You might get Ryan Reynolds.
It's true. That's true.
I hope he doesn't go this year.
Who, Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
No, I hope not. You got a question to answer, by the way.
I've just noticed that. I was waiting for a moment. They are. I don't know if you can see them on my. I can't actually see what I'm doing, but never mind.
You have
but they are here. They're just drying from a layer of Adrax Earthshade. I'm just working on some other orcs whilst waiting for that, and then just going to add a few details onto it. But they are coming along.
You have no camera on.
Why do I not have a camera? I've just noticed that. Why do I not have a camera on?
Because you're an idiot.
Don't know. You've been all dark since I got here.
How long has that been?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything either. I mean, I saw it. It never occurred to me to say anything.
Well, see, when I joined, you were dark. I thought it was a conscious decision. So
I thought
Hey,
the
Joy.
cat was in this shot. That's all.
Joey, I just sent you $20, so that's last year's as well, okay? Because I wasn't able to pay you last year because that's you and me square then, okay?
Cool, sounds good, bro. Appreciate it. I put you in red on the spreadsheet.
So
All right, there we go. I'm back up.
That's
Yeah.
you. Because you have to pay your it's getting into your pocket anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I crawl the money. I just leave it. I got so much money coming in and out of fucking Cash App.
But you won it last year, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I won it last year, so it just
right. Well, that's okay. So that's these 10. That's this year and last year paid. So that's good. I don't like owing money. So.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Yeah, I know you don't. You tricked me into that bloody meal, and I'm still not happy about that.
Wow. All right.
He did the old get up to go to the toilet and pay on the way back trick.
Well, in fairness, I was genuinely going to the toilet. I just on the way back thought.
Yeah, but that was my plan.
Well, doesn't matter. You were my guest. That was the point. So,
Kirsty, at the moment, the captain's probably sat there with a nice bottle of Bushmills in front of him.
No.
No, I don't.
He's got to work tomorrow, bro. He can't be drinking on a school night.
I don't drink that. I genuinely maybe 2 whiskeys maybe on a Friday night, and maybe
it's just percentages of the time you see him. He's drinking. He doesn't do that off camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was over, you were putting it away quite well.
Well, yeah, it's a social situation.
I guess that's it when we're out, but in the house, I have about 6 bottles of whiskey here, and that'll do me for months. So I literally at a couple's Saturday night, actually, when we went live, I really enjoyed Saturday night. I loved torturing Angie.
Yeah, I missed that one completely. I had to get
it was fun. Yeah, Saturday was kind of fun. I like Saturday.
Yeah, it was just because Joey was bored and nobody was going live. So, so we just went on. It was me, Carla, Angie, Dorito was there actually for a bit, wasn't I? Joey, and I just tortured Angie for 3 hours. It was funny. Well, made me laugh anyway. No, Kirsty, what we did on Friday night on Joey's, if you go back and check it, every year we do a thing called the death pool. Where you have to pick 15 famous people, and if they die during the year, you get a certain amount of points. And the person with the most points at the end of the year wins. So that's all it is.
Very cheery.
Well, the points is worked out easy. You deduct their age for 100, and that's how many points you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So working out the points is easy. So it's working out who's going to be young enough to die to earn you enough points to win. That's the hard.
If I was in it, I would probably said like Sigourney Weaver or so. I don't think that was picked, was it?
Yeah, but you've got Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, you could do. I mean, but trust me, it's harder than you think because I had a list there of about 45 names. And the thing is, you can't. Once somebody picks a name, they're gone. You can't pick them. So it's like a draft. So you have to try and get. You have to try and get your picks in first before anybody else. So it's much tougher than you think to get when you've 18 people playing.
Oh, of course. And then I know like 5 famous people. So,
well, a lot of us, a lot of us just Google it. List the oldest, celebrities, list the oldest actors, the oldest politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to list people then assassinate them?
I'm not sure. It might be a technicality.
If you put Justin Bieber down,
I did, yes.
Just imagine how many points you would get for that, because he's only got to be 30 now. So it's like 70 points just off him, and it only takes one bullet.
I know.
Didn't someone take what's his name from Home Alone? The kid.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, someone took him. That was a good one. That was a good call. Because I don't think he's going to last much longer the way he's going.
I don't know. He's cleaned himself up.
Yeah. For 2 years in a row, I took Ghislaine Maxwell, but Joey got her this year.
You forgot about her.
No, she was on my list. I just didn't think anyone else was going to pick her, so I was just trying to get other ones in first. And I picked a clatter of British ones this time. So
yeah, but you've got a little bit of a monopoly on that because let's face it, a lot of the Americans won't know a lot of the British people.
Yeah,
except Squirrel, EB maybe because they do, and Daniel because they do reactions to it. But how many of them are in the death pool? Squirrel's usually in it.
Squirrel was in it. Dorito was in it. But see, and the thing is, you end up everybody's trying to go. So my list was Johnny Irwin, Esther Ranson, Norman Tebbit, Buzz Aldrin, Nigel Stormer Smith, Noddy Holder, Sandy Kovac.
Half of these names I don't know.
Yeah, Raul Castro, James Whale, Prunella Scales, Alan Alda, Chris Evans, the DJ, not the actor, Willie Mays, and CM Punk.
You also got Justin Bieber.
Is this just a list of people you want to die? And you're
I think so.
No,
I think Captain's list of people who he wants to die will be a lot bigger than 15.
Oh, absolutely. Hi, Angie.
Hello, Angie.
Guys, how are you?
Hello.
Not too bad.
Hi.
Fact, now that you're up here, Angie, if I finish this sheet, I might move on to a different project. Now that you're up here, because you should be helping with something.
Nice.
Laz is making crystal meth over there on the right.
Hey, I'm getting a good quantity of it as well. Don't you worry.
And a good color as well. You've been
There's
learning.
very good color. Yeah.
You've been learning off Breaking Bad.
Highest quality.
I could never have the balls to sell drugs that are felonies, dude. There's no way. No fucking way.
No, there's no point. I don't sell drugs. I'll pass them on for non-profit, but I don't sell them.
I'll tell people how to get them. I go, yeah, this guy sells that shit, but I'm not gonna like store myself. Fuck that shit. You just get caught holding fucking blow or cocaine, crack, whatever. It's a fucking felony, bro.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It just isn't worth it.
Yeah, well, I don't go in anything that's harder than weed anyway, so that's really not worth it. And even then, you're running a risk of you're still doing illegal shit.
Right. Give it a couple of years though. One or two motorcycles will be all right.
No, I don't think we'll be catching up to you at the moment because we've got Thinking Sunak, who's just not. Yeah, he's.
None of our politicians have a will to legalize weed. It doesn't matter which party; they don't have the will to do it.
Yeah, that's why we got to subvert and make it happen, bro. We can do it. We can figure out a way.
We need to show them that there's a profit there. As soon as they realize they can make a profit, then they'll be like, well, hey, we're all in for it.
No, I disagree. The police lose the power to randomly search people in cars if they can't go, I smell weed, everybody out of the car. The police will not want to give it up.
Yeah, but if the government's earning an extra $1 billion in tax revenue,
I mean, most of the time they'll just go, "Do you care if I search your car?" People go, "Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck." You know, what I mean,
it's slightly different over there. Though they will pull you in if they smell it, they'll pull you over. If they find any, they'll pull you all in. I don't know why I'm looking at my camera. My camera's not even up on the screen.
I hate the smell of weed.
You hate the smell of it?
Yeah, well, I'm a big hunter, so it's just it smells like fox piss to me. It's awful.
Ah, okay.
it smells so good, right?
Well, I enjoy the smell of it, but then again, I don't. So I don't know what fox piss smells like.
Smells like weed.
Right, so if I knew that comparison to start with, it may be slightly different, but I didn't know that comparison. It's like, yeah, I'm staying away from foxes from now on.
Yeah,
maybe
if
the
you
foxes are all
field
stoned.
or in the countryside and you smell it, it's more than likely a fox.
Well,
Or a stoner.
Yeah, which one is it? Is it one hiding in the bushes?
Or a stoner and a fox.
Yeah. Or a stoned fox.
Could be.
The thing is, I don't live in the countryside, but I get foxes around.
There's foxes everywhere over there, isn't there? Like foxes just every corner.
Yeah, pretty much. I get them running across the street about 2
I
in the
found them
morning.
in my garden once.
Well,
When
you
I'm
got
at the
deer.
garden, I don't
For
have a
us, it's
garden
deer. We
now,
got fucking deer everywhere. You gotta make sure when you're backing up, there's no fucking deer back there, else you run into like 10 deer and shit. Overrun this place.
Yeah, but if you run it over, wouldn't it be tender rather than 10 deer? just right on the grill.
Tender.
Right. Nearly done this sheet. Right.
So who's Tiger Woods jumping to, Joey, if he's left Nike?
Say again, bro.
Who's sponsoring Tiger Woods now he's left Nike?
I don't know. I just saw he left. I didn't see what the next sponsor was going to be. I would assume it's like his own thing, maybe. I'm not sure.
No, he'll probably go with Callaway or Solomon Taylor.
I mean, honestly, he's like 50 years old, dude. I mean, he's going to join the senior PGA here soon if he's not
Still
there
a big name, though.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, he's still probably the biggest name in the last 25 years in golf, I mean, if we're being honest.
Yeah, his first deal in 1986 was worth 40 million. Fuck me. Scary, isn't it?
Good evening, Daniel.
Well, his wife got fucking, she took him over coals in the divorce, bro. He got fucking hosed.
Dan, I'm sorry, I'm full.
Nike did put a great post out, just wished them all the best, and just said it's been one hell of a round, which I thought was quite good. You know, it was a good post to put out.
In fact, the amount of money that he made them, the least they could do is put out a tweet, because he made them an absolute fortune, especially in that golfing scene. Because Nike weren't really in the golfing scene until he came along with it, and then they were doing clubs, clothes, shoes, balls. I remember.
Stephen. Okay, I'll say hello to all your chat. Don't you worry. Just you sit there and waffle on.
Well, I've not figured out what my live streams are. Is me not having a clue what's going on in the chat and just talking.
Still, you get people turned up. We're watching. Seeing you've ignored them, they've all left again. You're down to 3.
Do you want to know why I'm down to 3? Because half of them have jumped up on panel.
Well, there's that.
I still got it brought up over here, bro. It's still on the other screen. We're good.
See, I've still got Dan over there. I've still got Angie still talking. Hello, Stephen C. Thank you for coming to join me. And who else I missed? Because I've been concentrating on not chopping my fingers off with a friggin' see this knife thing here.
See, you should. If you were to accidentally cut one of your digits off, you could then put that out as a short. No pun intended. You know,
you do get like 84 million views and shit. People love violence on YouTube.
Absolutely.
No, I won't be allowed to put the blood on YouTube, brother.
Well, you can put little pixels and shit when the blood squirts, little squirting red pixels. You'll be all right. I'm telling you, bro. People love that shit.
That sounds like editing.
Hey, you gotta spend money to make money, lads.
You don't need to spend money. Do CapCut. CapCut's free.
You can trim them shorts right in StreamYard too if you want.
Is CapCut just sending it to you to edit? Is that what that is?
All right, well, let's make a pact. If Laz accidentally cuts his pinky or any other finger off in the middle of one of these streams, I pledge to cut it into a short for you with the pixels.
Yep, absolutely.
Fair enough. Right,
we'll make you at least like $7,000, enough to pay for new fucking rubber finger or whatever.
Yep.
I cut the top of my thumb off with a Ginsu one time.
You cut your thumb off with a what?
A Ginsu knife.
Did you accidentally drop the knife? You cut off your middle toe?
No, I cut off the top of my thumb. I was cutting peppers, and I was holding the pepper, and I came down and just cut the top of my thumb off.
Yeah, my wife did that.
This should grow back though. You'll be all right.
It felt more like hitting it with a hammer than it did cutting into it. I didn't even realize what happened, so I'm like, "What's all this blood?"
I've been there.
And then I drove myself to the hospital, and I rear-ended somebody on the way. And they saw my thumb, and they said, "You go. It's okay. There's no damage."
Okay.
True story. True story.
I wouldn't have let you away with that. I'd have went straight with it. You shouldn't have been fucking driving, you stupid bitch. You know, you've got your thumb off. So people are way too nice to you.
Too.
Aren't you?
Really?
Not away with murder because she could.
Not everybody, Captain.
I'm quite happy to sit there and tell Angie to fuck off and go to bed. Speaking of people going to bed, 1 second.
You should.
No, so CapCut's free and it's easy. It's dead easy to use and it's free and you can put all sorts of effects and transitions and all that there. I did a short today from my show with Thrice the other night and it's scheduled for tomorrow. The hardest thing was just deciding what to clip, you know.
Yeah.
But the actual editing process on it is really, really handy.
Yeah, that's why I don't do any shots from my lives because I can't bother going back.
Is it an app or you just go into the website?
I just Google it. Just go in and look for CapCut and then just install it. Just download
You
it.
just like it because it says cap.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
I just like it because it's so much easier than the DaVinci Resolve was.
Oh, DaVinci's terrible. I mean, it's good, but it's really hard. Yeah.
DaVinci's brilliant, but it's harder. You know, it took me
difficult.
ages to get anywhere near good at it. But
It's
the
the same with
CapCut is
Hey,
easier.
I'm already in here.
Huh?
What?
I'm already in here.
You are already in here.
I mean, I'm sorry, in the CapCut.
Oh.
You just realised you were live on stream.
Probably not, Stephen.
Yeah, I don't do the EB thing. I don't just invite people up and go, "We're live, by the way," once you get here. I expect you to know we're live, so yeah, I don't do the EB surprise.
Yeah.
All the
No, Stephen, I clipped a bit about Thrice in his military service, so just did it. But I will get more off it, but it's having the time to go through a 2.5 hour show. And the stupid thing is, when I was talking to him Friday night, there was a bit he was talking about Power Slave by Iron Maiden, and I was thinking that's a short, you know, I'll have to clip that. But then I couldn't remember where it is in the fucking thing, and I couldn't find it today, so I ended up doing a short about his military service. So
go to the stream, go to the show transcript, and just type in what you want under Control F, just like a document. You get right there.
What timestamps and everything?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube Studio?
No, the actual YouTube itself. Open up this transcript for the page.
On the video itself.
Yeah.
Go to the bottom right, show transcript, and they got the whole transcript. You can search the transcript like you would any Word document.
That's all it.
See if we learn things on this.
Yeah. And I've also made the other thing I've started doing, I've started messing about with the actual my channel page. So I've swapped out. I had, if you log onto my channel or any channel, there's a welcome video or one you want me to watch. I've marked it. I've put most recent one on. So it's
do I have those?
Thrice show.
I used to post to have one of those.
Because why not? Fuck it, right?
Well, I don't think I've got one of them. I might have to make one.
Yeah, you should put a video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Laz. You might see me painting.
Well, it's not even a welcome thing. It's just if somebody comes to your home page, as it were, then you get a
yeah, it's a featured video kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the featured video, so you can put on whatever one you want. Right. So where am I looking then?
Oh, just go right into any YouTube video.
No, well, I'm on the Thrice one from the other night. So edit video, analytics.
No, not even that edit video. We're just looking for the transcript. You just want to find out where the thing is at. You got to go.
Yeah, I know, but where's the transcript? That's what I'm saying.
Go into the video, so you'll.
Let's see. Yeah, you got to go into the video itself, I believe.
Yes, I've done that. So the video's playing.
Under this guy has it like on the bottom. Show trans. Oh, you got to go all the way to if you're on the laptop, go all the way to the bottom. It should say show transcript, or not all the way to the bottom, but after the the description.
Yeah, the description should have it at the bottom of there somewhere. I've made a very, very wonky line of bricks. Oh well. How many more have I got to fucking do? Why did I decide to do this on a live stream? Why couldn't I have just decided to do this like 4 hours in the afternoon sometime? I know why, because I wouldn't have got the peace and quiet, but still.
All right, I found it now. So.
Angie, have you ever used a stylus and pad to do art on a computer?
I have not. I've always wanted to, but yeah, I don't have them.
So you've not tried one of that?
No, but man, would I ever love to.
I've tried one once, but that was quite a while ago before they were really actually good.
Right. Okay.
Are they expensive?
No, that one's about £22.
I can't imagine a £22 one to be that great. I
Well,
know
it's
that the
probably
good ones. I know that the good ones are like the cost of a laptop these days.
Yeah, but those are battery-powered styluses that will do 96 bazillion things, and I've got 10 hotkeys. I'll do that. I'll be fine. Yes, Kirsty. I am.
Sorry, Joyce. I've got the transcript. How do you search?
You're muted, Joey.
That shouldn't matter with Joey. He should be able to shout across the ocean.
Joey?
He doesn't even shout. Just talk a little bit louder.
No, he's not muted anymore. He should be all right.
If he shouts, the man on the moon would fucking hear him.
Joey, you good there, man? No,
We
no
can't
sound.
hear you.
No, she.
Nope.
No.
Nope,
We can't
no
hear
sound.
you.
Oh, he's got technical problems, I think.
Still can't hear you. No. I think if you, Captain Steven says if you hit Control F, it'll bring up where you can search for the keyword or whatever that you're looking for while you're in transcripts.
Control F for search. Yeah, that's find. So you're gonna have to be clicked into that section.
No, it's not working.
What? Control F isn't bringing find up?
No.
Wow. I would try it with my keyboards. Not easily accessible. And nor do I wish to go looking through the transcripts of any of my.
Man, you are patient, Laz. I would already be ripping my hair out doing that.
Angie, I'm bald. I don't have any hair.
Okay.
I agree with you, Angie. As soon as I saw him do that, I thought straight away there's a much quicker and easier way of doing what he's doing.
Yes, exactly.
It's definitely Control F, but it's not working.
Yeah, I could do it a lot easier and just etch it in like I did with the foam plates. The problem is these have already got marks on them. So I have to cut them so I can put them sideways so they don't have the marks.
Hello.
Well, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes, we have
Double it.
Joey with testing
Yay.
1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, testing 2. Mic check. Ear right. Is the ear right good? Can you hear me in your right ear? Left ear good.
I can hear you in both ears. I don't have any headphones on.
Joey's coming through that much. It's just vibrating my.
Yeah,
boot
Control
strap.
F should be your option there, brother.
It's not working.
No.
Oh.
Well, if you need to, there's a workaround. Go to Control A just to highlight everything, then Control C to clip it, and then you can just fucking paste it into an email and then search it like that.
I will
And you
Control
say
A.
I rolled out stuff with a lot of hassle.
Hey, hold on. Let me get back to the transcript here. Let me do this. Timestamps.
No, it's because I googled it there and it's definitely said for Windows users the hotkey is Control plus F, but for some Control A work, Control C worked, but Control F isn't.
Show transcript. All right, let's see here. Control F. Let me stop the video. Let me pause the video real quick. Control F. Iron. Yeah, it does it. Pause the video in the video itself. Okay.
Yep, got the video paused.
Pause
it's not
it.
working. Yeah.
Control F. And then you got to be in the put your cursor in the transcript thing itself. Control F, and then you can do it. I just had iron, and I got iron. I got 9 instances of iron.
It's not working on mine.
Oh well, let me. Which was the? I'll tell you the timestamp here. Hold on. What was the clip you wanted to know about when Iron Man was doing what?
Well, he mentioned Power Slave a few times, so it could be in a couple of different spots. Look, Joey, don't worry about it. I've got one. I've done one for tomorrow. There's a couple of things I'm going to clip off it just for the heck of it, because I might as well just stick shorts out based off it, you know.
Okay, for sure.
but rather than me do, I said this. So when I first started doing shorts, we were doing musical shorts, right? And it got me the vast majority of my subscribers. But because they're expecting AC/DC stuff and all the rest of it, they're not coming to live. Most shorts ones don't. But anybody that's subscribing based off my recent ones knows it's interviews and stuff, you know. So I'm theoretically, anyway, you know, it's not a random short, you know, like somebody sniffing a fucking ball bag like Chalio puts out, you know. It's a short of one of the interviews, you know. So
Oh, I still can't believe you just.
some of them got me subscribers, you know. The girls one about the best ever comedians got me three subscribers and all the rest of it. Yeah.
Nice. Just while it's running up, I do want to thank you all, Graham, Joey, Captain, Jessica, Angie. This has probably been the most successful stream I have ever done. I think I've maintained an average of 5 viewers throughout the entire thing.
Nice.
And this is, so I'm going to have you lot to thank for this, because I'm here every week and this never happens. You lot come and this happens. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting it all down to you lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you could. Daniel was live earlier. He had 84 people watching at one point, I think.
Yeah, I know.
One of those concerts. He does those concerts. It's a cult. Those Nightwish things is like a cult. I don't think. It's. I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean, I just don't get. This is just my opinion, and no haters to the people, because we got a lot of friends that do reaction shows, whatever. But like, I don't get, like, if I want to watch something, I'm just gonna watch the thing. I'm not gonna watch somebody watching the thing. It makes no sense to me. But you know, if you can get out of it, cool. Hey, fuck it. Well, and there is a lot of people who
it's more like watching someone watch something that you've already seen and enjoy it, and like you get to see someone else enjoy it the way you enjoy it.
Yeah, the nostalgia fact, maybe I get that, I guess, but I don't know. I just never.
That's really, and these, you know, you call them a cult following. And that's really what they are, because I mean, they love these people. I mean, the information that I get on these bands mostly are from their lifelong fans. I mean, it's a phenomenon. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's maybe smaller over there. Maybe like something.
I certainly appreciate it. So
right. Maybe it's just something from Sweden. Just like that's like the really national pride about it. So they do whatever. I guess something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were Swedish.
Yeah. Most all of the ones that I react to are Swedish. Yeah.
But I mean, they're sweet. They're big into their metal over there, and they just are a lot of death metal and stuff like that. Weirdly, a lot of dark stuff. But
you get a lot of Euro techno and a lot of the a lot of that there as well, which is really good.
Oh, I don't have enough holes. What do I do?
Okay, I'm highlighting this one for you.
No, I'm sure. I just thanked him. I just read it.
All right, okay.
But honest, I'm gonna, because to be honest, Thrash was brilliant. Thrash was really interesting. Some of the stuff he was talking about, you know.
I enjoyed that interview. That was a good interview.
Thrash had quite an interesting life, though. So, I mean, from the military to his music to the horse sanctuary, he's got quite a lot going on in his life.
Yeah. Because I've sort of something else planned, you know, just to change it up, you know, a couple of times, you know. So, but I sort of want to get it right in my head before I start, you know, looking at it. But it was really good. I mean, I'd be honest, for different reasons, I've enjoyed every single one of them. You know what I mean?
It's fun, YouTube's fun, man. We're just talking, you know, and knowing that people care is the thing that makes it fun. You know, I mean, I see a lot of people, you know, there's this guy, like I met my buddy Jason. I hadn't seen him in a minute, and he was in the car with me, and he has his buddy. He's like, "Oh yeah, my buddy does this show," and I check out his show. You know, does this show live every day. There's more at most 1 or 2 people watching. Nobody ever comments, and I'm like, "Why are you doing this every day if like nobody's watching it? You gotta make sure." I mean, and I know it's not numbers. You know, we do it for the love of doing it, but you have to have people watching you, or else you're. I mean, it's what is it? I mean, you know, you gotta have at least somebody watching you.
Yeah,
that's why I keep putting off doing it on my own, because I when I'm painting, I have to have something on YouTube while I'm listening, or like being on here chatting to people is fine. But sitting in silence and painting, can't do it. Can't do it for very long. That's the main reason I've been putting off going live myself, even though I really want to do it.
So you don't have the ability for me to sit here on your own, chat crap, and still do it.
No, I couldn't, because I would just sit there in silence, because I can't. Well, yeah, I have to talk to people, not talk randomly.
I can talk to myself, and that's the great thing. Because my message
you're an absolute weirdo. That's why.
Those questions you're talking to in the kitchen.
I can't jump up on my own. You know, if I decide to go live and somebody says, "Yeah, I'll do it," I'll delay the show for 5-10 minutes until somebody's in the studio with me before I go. I couldn't just sit there on my own. I just couldn't do it. So.
It was like tonight.
I can for a certain amount. I mean, I prefer not to though, because it's more fun to talk to people than it is to, just do it by yourself. I mean, I did the whole 30 days thing where it was 900 original minutes. It gets tiresome after a while talking to yourself. I mean, you got to have.
Although it was great though.
It was fun. It was fun. Maybe at the end of the day too. Even then, I wasn't really talking to myself. I had the chat too. The chat would say stuff too, stuff like that. So
absolutely, I think if you've chat, it helps. So
yes,
it
helps considerably.
I'm not worrying about the numbers, but you can't help but see them. You know what I mean? And at one point on Friday night, I had 32 people watching, which was the most I've ever had.
That's sweet, right?
Angie's hit 29 or 30. Angie's was big numbers as well the week before. But yeah, 32, and it stayed in the 20s for the vast majority of it. It dropped a wee bit, then picked up again.
I don't think I've ever had 32 views in total anyway on anything.
You can't help, because it's in the top left-hand corner of the StreamYard. You can't help but see it.
Oh, I mean, total views at the moment 6. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but that lies, because that'll jump down to 2, then jump back up to 7 again in a matter of seconds.
Oh, absolutely. But
well, sometimes I think a lot of people. I mean, we YouTube for a lot of streamers and YouTubers. You know what I mean? Like people have up 2-3 tabs of people that the friends, and they might not, want to put all their interaction into one. I guess they hide a couple times, so when they click over. I think you actively be watching it for it to really show, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So I think we get a lot of that too.
Okay.
I go live pretty much. Well, I do go live every Monday for my business, doing my live draw prize competition giveaways. And I think the most I've ever had on there was about 20, but it usually sits around 10, 15. That's not too bad.
Well, all those 10 and 15 have all bought tickets and are waiting to see the win.
Oh, yeah, all of those people have bought tickets. I sell about 40 to 50 people a week buy tickets off me each week, and about 15 of them come into the chat. The only time I made over 25 was because I was doing like a free giveaway one week, and it was literally just show up to my live thing, and I'll randomly pick someone to give away a free commission. So. Of course, they were going to show up there, but I can't do that every week to get the people.
Fucking kept that one quiet to me, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I made it. This is before I started my website, though. This was quite early days. This was like test the water to see how many people would be interested in competitions and stuff like that.
Granted, I don't think I've ever won a single competition of yours.
You haven't, but you've only entered like 2.
No, I've entered like 4.
Well, fair enough, but I've done like hundreds over the last year.
I know. I know. Still never won one though. I claim fix.
I'm going. I'm off to bed.
You're off to bed, Graham. Thank you very much for joining me.
Guys.
As I said,
I'll check out your channel.
Nice to meet you, Graham.
Yeah.
Graham's probably for a half hour. He probably just.
Yeah. Lars, Jack's asking what the bricks are for.
Right. The bricks are for. I'm going to go.
Because he's an idiot.
Oh, shut up, you.
I thought we just took that as.
There it is. Shut up, you. I love that.
He's a fucking idiot. He could buy sheets of bricks that already are put in them and just stick them onto the side of his walls. But no, he wants to go and do it this way because he's an absolute fucking moron.
Right.
I think that Captain Papton name's sort of pickling your head. You're starting to be nasty about things.
Who, me?
I'm always nasty about things. It's when it's Laz, I'm always nasty about things.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of a Christine thing going on there. You know, you're being possessed by the name.
The bricks are so I can build them up on the outside of these buildings, which are 3-story buildings. And I don't
Now,
like
please tell me in chat anyone who thinks that is the best way of doing it, or just gluing a whole sheet on the side and then carving away the bricks with a pen. Instead of cutting everyone out and gluing each one individually. It's such...
Yeah, she made a point actually on that one, Lars.
Yeah.
See as we're doing chat votes and see what chat thinks, can chat tell me when I asked for an opinion?
When you ask people to come up live on
No, that's just so
your channel,
great,
and you ask people to be in the chat while you're doing it. That's when you're asking for opinion.
No, I don't ask for opinion. I just ask for somebody to come and talk to me.
Well, we're talking to you. We're telling you a fucking idiot.
But yeah, that's the point of it. And because of these stupid little things here,
you could still do it with one sheet and then just carve it with a pen.
I could do it with one sheet and then carve it with a pen, but I don't want to do it with one sheet and carve it with a pen.
Yeah, because
I
you're
want
crazy.
shitloads of bricks so that when I finish this one, I can then build walls and arches and door frames.
You can do all that with a sheet. With a pen.
But he also needs rubble. He needs bricks and that.
Right, but there's a big difference between cutting out like 20 or 30 of them to make a bit of rubble, than cutting out 1,000 of them to do a load of walls and a little bit of rubble.
20, 30 of them to make a little bit of rubble is not quite going to fill in all of that.
You don't need to fill in all of it. If you filled in all of that, the models won't sit on it properly. You don't want to fill in all of it.
Bottom floor. I don't want them on the bottom floor. Middle floor, top floor only. Bottom floor is just for line of sight break.
Yeah, so you still need to put models on the bottom floor, right?
Nope.
Of course you
bottom
do.
Floor being full up. Bricks coming out the windows, bricks coming out the doors.
You'll need the bottom floor. You will need the bottom floor.
No one. I won't be able to get any big creatures in there, granted, but I won't need the bottom floor.
You're still an idiot, Laz.
Yeah. It's hard to argue with that, to be honest. So.
Exactly.
But no, I've never intended to use the bottom floor on these.
Right, so Kirsty says do both then, which is also possibly true. And
I mean, I do have some
fundamental attitude. Sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. Brick by brick works for me. So
then you're crazy as well.
See, look, I mean, I could just put that in there, then cut it out, and then hey presto.
Exactly, that's what I said.
But no, because.
But no, that's your answer. But no.
But no. I may be a lazy mini painter, but when it comes to bricklaying, I have patience of a saint.
Okay, you do you. Fair enough. I think you.
Captain, I got a capo.
You got what?
I got a capo.
Why? Thought we spoke about you spending money without talking to the committee.
Angie, you have to speak to the conservatorship before you fucking disperse any funds. You know this.
You keep. I have sympathy because I keep buying crap that I don't really need yet, thinking I'll need it at some point down the line.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But I can afford to waste money on shit.
It was cheap, and I got really pretty pics too with it.
What is it?
Cheap shit is still shit.
It's a capo. It's a capo.
It's a what?
It shows you can put it on the guitar neck and you can change the key you're playing without changing. We're having to.
Oh right, yeah, I know it.
Oh, one of them grip things that goes at the top.
Yes, capo.
I was told that I would need one, so.
It's eventually. No, I'm not even. No.
Oh, go on, yeah.
What?
Play
What?
the
Get like
guitar.
that.
We know Captain.
You.
We know
We-
Captain Bastion doesn't like it when people play guitar on stream. So please go ahead, do it.
We
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
performed.
not. I've just never. I guess you just do this.
We created
Now I can
committee
do an F. I can
to
do an F now.
control. Do you realize I can mute you? I'm in control of this panel too. So don't you start, woman.
Sorry, Angie, you can't
How
mute you.
dare you?
We formed an expenditure committee to control Angie's wild, wasteful ways, and she just keeps spending and doesn't consult with the committee anyway. So
That's not true, Captain. That's not true. That's not true. That's not
You
true.
Try that and
I'm
consult with them.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to argue with you on that one.
I'm not part of the committee, but I'm assuming that Mr. Herbs is. So, did you consult with him before purchasing?
I spoke with him and asked him if I needed a capo, and he said yes. And so I got a capo.
Captain, is that part of the committee?
Yes.
So I got distracted with something more important. What happened, Angie? What did you do?
She spoke to BC.
Shut up, you. I'm not even going to talk.
The thing, but you will need one at some point. But I guarantee you won't need it for months.
Okay, but when I do need it, I'll have it. And it was not expensive, I swear.
Yes, but all these not expensive things add up to be expensive in total.
I know, but Captain, I've given up DoorDash and I'm cooking now on my own, and it's good. I'm saving a lot of money. I'm saving a lot of money.
Captain says many times you get $30 hookers. That's still $900. You know, just get one or two $300 ones. You're saving money.
Look, everybody falls for it.
Or just get one good one, okay? Just get one good one.
Oh, cost more than that.
That's free. That's free. We are out here, by the
women
way.
are never free. Women are never free.
Oh, how dare you!
Financially or emotionally, it's never free.
Even in a friends with benefits situation, he's kind of right. I mean, most people like they're probably gonna spend money on each other. It's it's like there's no such thing as free sex. There's always some kind of thing attached to it somewhere at some point. And not really. And attached is probably the wrong word. Sometimes it's just out of love. You buy a person flowers, shoes, whatever. I mean, so it's not always. But
if I was having sex and looking attached at the other end, I'd be quite worried.
Yeah, Captain doesn't believe in love.
No, I don't. I think it's a lie. But anyway, I don't buy flowers. I just buy Rohypnol. It's easier.
You don't believe in love yet. You told me in my
You buy what? What did you say you buy?
Hey, you guys, Rohypnol. That's the date rape drug.
Oh, see now. When I first met Captain, I'm going to do full disclosure here. When I first met Captain, I was afraid of him, okay? Because his first comment was something about using a claw hammer on a date. And I'm like, oh, my God, I don't like this man.
Typical.
And JB said, oh, no, Captain's cool.
That makes me like Captain even more, just for that.
So JB's the one that talked me back into giving Captain another chance.
Yeah, so it's his fault then. So you've blamed him every day since.
To be quite honest, this entire thing right now, you can blame JV for. Everything that's happened in the past 2 hours, you can blame JV for.
No, I'm glad that I didn't let Captain's clawhammer comment scare me off.
But the point is, it's like Netflix is only whatever it is. It's only $10 a month. Yes, if you let me finish. Netflix is only this amount, Amazon's only that, blah. It's only this, it's only that. But see, when you sit and add up what you're throwing out, it adds up to lots of money. You have to be fucking aware of all the wee shit that you're spending. Because yes, it's only a tenner, and yes, it's only 15 quid. But then you look and you've no money left because you fucking frittered it all away on nonsense.
You spent 15
quid. Got a point.
Yeah,
you're saying that, and I'm wasting my money on a McDonald's right now.
Exactly.
Okay. I just say Mr. Hero. It's good stuff. You got to eat, man. I mean, food's never...
Absolutely, but there's no point saving money by doing your own cooking and making your own lasagna and portioning it out and freezing it all, and then wasting the money on something else.
I also get HelloFresh, and I've got plenty of stuff in the fridge and stuff. I just really can't be bothered to go do anything. and McDonald's is open for another 20 minutes. So why
Right.
not?
Sometimes it's easy. It's like, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, I got better things to do with my time. I mean, while cooking is fun, while cooking does save money, sometimes you just don't want to spend an hour and a half. Fucking.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're going to go for an Indian Saturday night, so.
Same place we will.
No.
I did cook today. I did mushroom ravioli in like a truffle sauce. So I've done my cooking for the today.
Sounds horrible.
Oh, it's lovely.
Well, dude, when I'm retired, I'm not fucking cooking. I'm going out to eat every fucking day, dude. When the second I retire, every day I'm gonna eat at a pub or wherever, bro. Every place.
I usually use it. It does smell like chloroform, but
yeah, it was always the chloroform one. But chloroform takes too long for them to go down, though.
That's why you've got to put them in a sleeper hold as well. You've got to put them in a sleeper hold as well while you're at it.
Jessica, your camera's off again.
Yeah, I know, because I'm ordering the food from my phone and I'm finished painting anyway. I can't do any more because of my hands.
All right, that's okay. So I'll get out of wee
I'll stay in the chat if I'm allowed to without the...
Yeah. Well, nobody else up here is actually doing anything apart from me now. So what on earth makes you think I'm going to kick you out just because you're not doing anything?
No, but fast food's good and all that there. And like say, and you have to treat yourself. And sometimes you have to have just something for the sake of it. Saturday night's different because, well...
No one gives a shit, and your place doesn't open till 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday.
Mondays is always a big spend for me because, I mean, I cooked today, but usually Monday I just get a Chinese because I have so much work to do for my business on a Monday with the live draw, coming on here and preparing new competitions and stuff like that.
Don't be blaming me about your.
I blame you for getting a McDonald's on a night because otherwise I would have got myself something to eat ages ago.
You should have got yourself something to eat ages ago anyway. I don't start till like 9:30.
Yeah, but I forgot because I was stood here listening to you lot talk bullshit. Which is your fault.
Yeah, me too, JV. Me too.
JV, are you in?
JV, hello.
You are in.
The real Captain Baptin.
I was threatening at one point to go down to Dublin on Saturday.
Threatening who to go to Dublin?
What?
You were threatening who to go to Dublin?
No, just some of the mates sort of talked about going down to Jameson's distillery just for a day trip,
Ah.
Okay.
A nice trip out to go to the Jameson's.
Just something to do, you know what I mean? And just it's a big distillery. It's much bigger than the Bushmills one. And
before you go, make sure you get some Captain Baptin YouTube t-shirts and stuff printed up and make sure you're all wearing them. So when you all walk in, they go, oh, this guy's got a YouTube channel. And then you get a Jameson sponsorship.
They've got to say the real Captain Baptin on them, though.
Yeah. You never know. I have sold 2 Captain Baptin t-shirts. You can't get them on Teespring.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those. By the way,
yeah,
Mr. Nasty, I have a Captain Baptin Ta-Da t-shirt. So
you see, I still can't find my Square Table Degenerates t-shirt. I know it's in this house somewhere.
Hey, not gonna lie, same thing with me, bro. I got my fucking Joe Edible shirt somewhere in this bitch. I don't know what to fucking say. I got so many goddamn t-shirts. Like I should count my t-shirts. I bet I got like between jerseys and t-shirts. I bet I got like 1,500 to 1,000. It's insane. I have an addiction. It's ridiculous.
Oh, there's only 2 purple t-shirts in the house. That's
I'm
one
gonna,
of them.
I'm going to go to bed because it's 11:30 and I have to be up at 6:30 for work. So,
okay.
Okay, well, we'll keep chatting to you for another hour then.
Yeah. So
well, that's how it usually goes.
I know, but no, not tonight. You all take care then, okay?
Good night, Captain.
Man.
Yeah, we'll see you, bro.
Bye.
No, I'm not saying that now the captain's gone because he's obviously always allowed up here, but we do have more space now. Should anyone else wish to come up? Because there's space for one, and I'll drop down for another one should it be needed. Because I'm being.
I can drop down too because I'm.
No, you see, I've got this camera and this camera. See?
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I've got 2 cameras up, so I'm taking up a lot. I'm taking up 2 spaces, so I will drop this one because this has got no sound on it. And then if anyone does wish to come up, they can come up. I believe JV has the link. And
why do you literally have a piece of paper with no sound written on it?
Because that was when I was talking to Joey because he had no sound earlier.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I have paper on my desk so I can write short notes to people and go, there you go, think. Like Sig Break, for instance, which I shan't be using very much anymore as I'm cutting down at the point of quitting. So I don't do that anymore.
You know what this reminds me? What you're doing right now? It reminds me of, like, genuinely. I'm not being a dick this time. When I was like 15 years old, I collected a magazine, and the magazine, you know, those ones where you collect and you get a little bit of something and you build it all up in like. After,
oh, the dinosaur one.
Yeah, kind of like that. But this one was to build like a diorama, tiny little medieval village thing, which had like a little castle and a church and several buildings and a wall around it and a river running through it. I didn't really get very far in it, but every episode it would give you these hundreds of clear little clay bricks. Looked exactly like that.
You went all weird on them. But to essentially do that. See, that is not enough bricks.
It's a load of them, and you basically just built the wall as if you were building a real life wall, but in miniature form with like poly cement.
No, basically the same idea of what I'm going to be doing with this. But
yeah,
that's a lot of bricks, and that's nowhere near filled up the bottom.
You don't need to fill up the whole bottom.
Yes,
it's a
I
waste
do.
of time. You don't.
No, it's not. Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You fucking don't.
I fucking do. I do. I need to fill up.
You
the
don't.
bottom.
You can make little rubble piles in.
I'm gonna make a rubble pile. It's gonna be made of these bricks. See these thousands and thousands of bricks I've just spent the last 2 hours cutting up.
Unnecessarily.
Well, no, because obviously it's necessary because I need lots of them because it doesn't work if I don't put lots of them in.
But you don't need to fill them up.
Angie's trying not to laugh. I can see the look on Angie's face. She's trying not to laugh. I do need.
I don't mean anything I say. It's just a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, I know. We just wind each other up.
Well,
I
do
mean some of it
when I call you fucking crazy for doing something stupidly unnecessary. That's true.
Yeah, but then you're wrong because you're saying it's unnecessary. And it is necessary.
Okay, let's end it there.
Look.
We're round and round in circles.
You know I can do that. So sculpting it in is not a problem. You know I can sculpt it in. That's not an issue.
Exactly. That's why I didn't understand why you just didn't glue one of those on the side of the wall and sculpt it in.
Because I want this effect again.
I bet you're going to have problems later on where bits of bricks are going to just come off it. And then you're going to have holes in your wall of bricks with unpainted... Oh, you're gone. Never mind.
No, you're gone. Never mind.
I'm talking to him and he fucks off.
I want that effect again.
That looks so cool. That's a cool job, man.
Yeah, but I get it. It looks cool, right? But what you're going to have a problem with is every now and then a brick is going to fall off, and then you're going to have like an unpainted gap in behind it. It'll come off. It'll fall off. It'll fall off.
This is over a year old.
It'll break. That's a flat piece. You're talking about three. You're talking about like 3D pieces of terrain with 3 stories tall, and you're going to be putting models on it all the time. It's going to break
on cardboard, and it's never fallen off.
With light, you're going to be using it for things all the time.
I give this to my 5-year-old. I'll let him play with this.
What the hell does he do? Does he not have a PlayStation or something? He must live a very boring life.
No, he's got an Xbox. He's got a tablet. He's got more toys than I can fit in my living room or his bedroom.
And he wants to play with the cardboard and bricks.
He wants to play with anything that's if he's daddy's, he wants to play with it. So my models, He loves them. He wants to play with them. That's why I have to keep everything up and out of the way and in boxes. And...
Sorry.
Yeah, I know what your 30 mind went to then. How dare you?
Oh, I don't have a it's not, no.
But no. Trying to act innocent. Yeah, right. We know you better than that.
That laugh is hilarious.
But yeah, that's the effect of what I go for. So none of the bricks are going to be uniform or perfect or the exact same. Whereas if I was to score them in, I would be scoring them in with a ruler and it would look too uniform and too samey and I wouldn't get the same diversity. I'd have to cobble it and I don't want to cobble it, I want to brick it. And drawing bricks is too regular if you're just etching it in. Cut them off. The differences.
Sorry. Jesus.
Yeah, it's good. Tetris, isn't it? I'm not looking forward to when I've got to glue these things on.
Yeah, but in my idea, you only have to glue one thing on, not thousands.
Yeah, but then I'd have to sit there and etch it in and I'd have to make sure it all lined up.
Still a quicker job. Oh my god!
No, it's not.
Seriously.
Oh, this is going to go round and round and round in circles because I can both etch and glue them on. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. It takes.
You only have 17,000 more to go, JB. It's not that tedious.
So wait a minute. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 22 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 times. No, so that's 46 times 22, and that's how many bricks I'll get out of this sheet.
That's
so, yeah.
Just over 1,000.
Give or take. Out of this sheet. And I've already filled my tub up, which is why they're all getting shoved into the bottom of this building at the moment.
JV, I think the real Captain Bapton is just like the real Captain Bapton.
Yeah.
Except I live in Scotland, he lives in Ireland, and that's considerably better.
Well, I was about to say both foul-mouthed one of the Englishmen, but...
I am from England, but I defected. I hate England.
You moved out.
I defected.
You're not allowed back now.
Because England's a shithole because it has you in it.
England does have a few U's in it. We have sheep as well. I'm sorry, we got a bit quick on
that. All right.
Right, come on. Let's get these done. Last one, and then I'm going to go see if I can actually.
Does anybody know how to hook up a regular camera as your webcam? Like I got the
what
cord.
Do you want to know something? You should have, before Graham left, you should have asked him because he's got a DSLR set up as his camera.
Oh,
when you say regular camera, what do you mean? Just like right,
it's a Canon EOS 50D. It's
you need a cam link probably.
I got it.
I just don't know what to do now. I mean, I haven't.
Can you not just plug it into your PC?
There's 100 videos of this on YouTube. Yeah, it's simple usually.
Oh, yay! Okay. Yeah, I got it's already hooked into the computer. I just don't know where to go from here.
Select it as a camera.
Yeah.
It's
a digital. What do you call them? DSL.
No, I mean, go into your settings and see if it registers it as a camera device, as a pickup device.
Oh, okay.
So you want device settings or device manager. And check that that's working from there. What's wrong with the Manchester Council House, Buzzard? There's not wrong with the Manchester Council House. Good red brick.
Manchester Council Office.
Council House.
Council House. Well, there's the one biggest problem with the Manchester Council House is it's in Manchester.
No, that's fine.
Manchester's dumb. I like genuinely. I hated Manchester when I've been there.
I don't like the city. I don't like the city centre. But I don't like the play.
Yeah, but, I mean, I've been to Manchester. I've been to. I know what you're going to say. I'm the next few city town names I'm picking that are near Manchester are regarded as bad areas. I know that.
Levenshulme, Collyhurst, Hume.
No.
Were those the ones? All right, okay, I'm just picking up more.
I actually completely forgotten the names.
Rusholme.
But one of them is like the Muslim community.
Oldham.
No,
that is the Muslim community in Greater Manchester. Oldham. They have.
It might be a bit further out. Oh, why? I'm thinking the name.
Rochdale.
No, why am I being completely dumb?
Because you are you.
Fuck off. Oh, this is going to bother me now.
Oh, good.
I've been to Greater Manchester City, and then I've been out a little bit. It's like an hour on the bus or something.
Okay, yeah, but heading an hour in the bus depends which direction you want to go.
Oh, Burnley.
Burnley's not in Manchester.
Well, I'm in Scotland. It's as close to Manchester as I'm going to get.
Burnley's Lancashire. Oh, Yorkshire.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's more Liverpool than okay.
No, it's the other way. It's more Yorkshire way.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at a map now. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Liverpool, I've been to Manchester, I've been to Burnley. Blackburn I've been.
I've been to Blackburn. I used to live in Blackburn.
Didn't like any of them, to be honest.
No, I didn't like Blackburn.
Liverpool's okay. But I didn't like the nightlife there. It's just dirty. Too dirty and
I didn't get to experience the nightlife when I was there. When I was there, I was playing 40k against Ezra.
That'd be cool. I would like to play 40k against Ezra. That'd be fun.
Well, I told him, like, look, this is the army I'm bringing. This is what you've got. I don't fancy your chances. Because it was 9th edition, he was playing guard. And essentially he had a Baneblade on the table. And I had Centurion Devastators, Eradicator squads, Devastator squads. Basically, I was set up to take out his tanks first turn, all of them. And
what else did he have? He didn't just have a Baneblade.
No, he had
Baneblade's quite a beast.
He had a Basilisk, which he hid. He had Yarick.
Just one.
Yeah, just one Basilisk. He had Yarick. He had some heavy weapons teams. He had some infantry, and he had a scout. We only played about 1,500. So his scout got took out first of all straight away.
Yeah, he shouldn't have took Baneblade at 1,500. That's like half the army, isn't it?
Yep. And then his Baneblade subsequently went after his scout. Because they were the only two things that could worry me apart from the Basilisk, and I couldn't see that. Once I'd killed those two, though, it was a one-sided battle because not much of his could do much to mine apart from the Basilisk, which really only had one shot, one choice. What do you want to shoot at?
Yeah, you put a Baneblade on the table, it's going to be target priority. And now the rules, vehicles are a lot tougher than they used to be. So everyone brings a lot of anti-armor. So you bring one vehicle, and you're going to lose, you know.
Yeah, this was back when this was before the up the toughness charts, so it was just as tough as a Land Raider or a standard head. You know, have a good night, Steve, and I hope you sleep well.
Good night, Steve.
I'm part of a league now, like a tournament thing, which is going on for like 6 months or so. I had my first game the other day, my Salamanders versus Iron Hands. And I won, but only just. It was a really, really close game through it all. Like he had he had like 6 vehicles, I had 5, and it was
What did
basically
did you say
half her army was wiped out after by turn 2, but it was literally just a case of a few small units each taking objectives, and on Purge the Foe it was more killing the enemy, and I had assassination and bring it down objectives and stuff like that. So it was all destroy the mission.
And you were running your Salamanders or your Black Templars?
Salamanders, same list I used against you, but instead of Gladiator Reaper, it was a Ballistus Dreadnought.
Ah, right, okay. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I use one of them? No, that was a different one that I was against you. Templars.
You used the Ballistus Dreadnought against my Black Templars.
Yeah. And it's blast cannons and missile launchers did shit all.
Mine certainly did, because mine got blew up turn 1 by his Land Raider with their goddamn las cannons.
Oh, nice. No.
I was hoping for turn. I mean, I got turn 1, and I shot as much as I could into the Land Raider and his Gladiator Lancer and a couple of Dreadnoughts, and I managed to destroy 1 Dreadnought, and I took off like half. I got 2/3 of the way of killing my Land Raider, and then because he had like 4 Tech Marines on the board or something like that, he regenerated all the wounds back on the Land Raider.
No, you can't do that. Each unit can only be targeted once. Even if it's 4 Marine, even if you've got 4 Tech Marines, only 1 Tech Marine can work on that 1 vehicle. The rest have got to fuck off and go find somewhere else. Yeah, you can't use it on more than one. You can't use it more than once on the same thing. Otherwise, you could have apothecaries sat there going, heal that unit back, heal that unit back, heal that unit back, heal that unit back, and then your 4-man unit of Space Marines is back up to full man capacity again. You could once.
You are right. Each model can only be selected for this ability once per turn.
Mm-hmm. So he could not have done that. He could maximum he would have got back onto it would be 3 wounds.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been enough to save it.
I don't believe he was cheating, but I'm going to send him a message and tell him he's a cheating little shit. Just for a laugh.
And poor Angie and Joey sat there going, what the fuck are these 2 geeks talking about?
Oh, yeah.
No,
This is...
no.
I'm just getting tired. I was going to jump about 12 minutes or so. Actually, you know what? I'll just jump now while I'm talking because I'm getting a little tired, man. There you go. But appreciate it for having that, Blaze. Everybody else, we'll see you around.
All the time. Let me know when you want to come up and you can come up.
Okay, brother.
Have a good night, man.
Peace.
Have I got things in the chat? No, I haven't. Right. Don't have to check that chat anymore. 2 hours. I'm doing all right on this one.
Yeah, I'm just sending a message to him now. I mean, it didn't make too much of a difference, apart from re-healing that entire Land Raider's wounds in first turn. But after that, I just ignored the Land Raider as much as I could and put terrain.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had to. You would have been able to kill the Land Raider on turn 2 and then carry on.
Well, yeah, I would have been able to kill it, but you know, he had 2 Armigers as well, 2 like mini knights, and then he had those like 3 dreadnoughts. So I had plenty of other things to destroy and get loads of points with. So as long as I just avoided those last cannons on my bigger units, like my Land Raider and my Terminators, it was okay.
See, this is where I'd like to have took my Norns. This is where I like. That's why I want 2 Norns, whether it be assimilators or emissaries.
Oh, Norns, yeah.
Norns, yes, because those toughness 14s are a bastard now.
Yeah.
Because even last
they were slightly annoying. They were slightly annoying to deal with in our game, but not as I've dealt with things that are harder to get through. But if you had 3 of those Norns, that would be nasty.
Yeah. Well, my intention is to have 2 Norns, a Hive Tyrant, and a Carnifex. Good night, Kirsty. You have a good one.
Night, Kirsty.
So yeah, it's to have a Hive Tyrant to go along with the 2 Norns, or to hit you before the 2 Norns, to be quite honest, because I want wings on it.
Yeah.
So we can get in there, and you're thinking, shit, the Hive Tyrant's coming. Crap, the 2 Norns are stood behind it.
Yeah, because I'm confident I can kill a Norn in 1 turn with my list, right? But I've still got the other 2 to deal with. So it would be a problem, depending on how you deploy them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, not being able to see half the scenery last time didn't help.
Oh God, yeah. I apologize for that. I had no idea that was going to happen. I've played several games with that terrain setup, and you're the first person who's pointed that out, that it was not working.
I want to go there. You can't go there. There's a building there. What do you mean there's a building there? No, there's not. It's clear ground. I can see it. No, there's a building there. Oh, so I can't go there. Okay. About half the battlefield I couldn't see. Just couldn't see it.
And by the way, anyone who's confused by that in the chat who knows about Warhammer, he couldn't see it because it was on a computer, not a real life Warhammer board. That would be a bit weird if you couldn't see a terrain on a real board.
Yeah, we were playing on Tabletop Simulator, so yes, it was virtual. So it was the equivalent of having this stuck in the middle of the table and I can't see it. Jessica's got a nice little unit here, and I've got a unit here. I think I can just run straight in to get it. And Jessica's got no.
Yeah, you wanted to charge behind
in the way.
You wanted to charge behind
the
unit.
See the building. That was just not there for me. It just looked like that for me.
Yeah, it was in between two pieces. It was in between two pieces of terrain. I had a vehicle, so you couldn't get through.
Yeah.
And that was why I put the vehicle there. But you thought that it was the vehicle and a load of empty space.
Yes, I did. That's what I thought. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to charge it. No, there's not enough room for me to charge it because there's a fucking building in the way. Wow, nice things to have. Right, last few to do, and then I'm going to change over my art project. Seeing as Angie is in here with us, and I get to pick her brains for a change.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to
I'm enjoying listening and watching you guys. Yeah.
Well, you're not watching me much, but yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm listening.
Yeah, watching somebody cut very, very small blocks.
I would be sat here painting myself, but I have a problem with my left arm, carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
I can only paint for a few hours a day at the moment, even with muscle relaxants. So it's difficult.
Man.
I'm way behind on my
painful.
I paint miniatures for commission. And I've literally got a book like full of like 40, 50 different jobs to do. And more gets added to it, and I'm just going really slowly. So it can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
I need a fresh blade. I'm surprised it lasts this long. I need a fresh blade.
Oh God, yeah. Make sure your blade is sharp. Nothing. The worst thing you can do is use a blunt knife. Much more dangerous than a sharp one.
And the worst thing you can do is try and snap it the way I'm doing it right now.
That's how you're meant to do it.
No, it's not, because you see it's broke wrong.
Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know why you did it that way.
There we go.
There you go. Anyway, Angie, have you continued that Phoenix thing? I saw you start it. But I don't know.
I did. I started it, and I haven't done any more on it yet.
Oh.
I've kind of got a feeling that I want to change the flames to like also a hurricane in flames, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but
that might be difficult with you already doing half the stuff on it.
I know. I'll have to see. And I want to put like some gold leaf, in there, and so I got a ways to go on it, but yeah.
Graham, what have you started, mate?
Right.
Oh God, yeah, the gold leaf. Now I'm thinking of doing it.
No.
But I wouldn't know what model to do it on.
Custodes.
I have one of those large-scale, artist-proof Space Marine models. You know, the ones that are like 20 inches tall. Maybe I could gold link that thing on the trim.
The joint tie ones.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ones that come apart and have all sorts.
That'd be beautiful. I love gold leaf.
Thank
go
you
deep
very
in
much.
certain
Jack.
areas, not the whole thing, just in certain areas.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it pop. Yeah.
I believe I now have my third ASMR going to sleep viewer with Jack.
Oh, Jack, yeah. Very zen.
Well, I already have two. I have my brother-in-law and I have Paige, who specifically watch me to fall asleep to. They don't have any interest in what I'm doing. They just find me boring as shit, apparently. Well, that's my brother-in-law's words. That's not what Hayde said. Hayde says he's quite relaxing. But yeah, my brother-in-law just said he's boring as shit and he's sending him to sleep. So that's now 3 people who find it relaxing what I do. I might actually start putting ASMR in the hashtags if it's so successful. I may find myself getting more people coming in here just to watch me do naff all than actually come here to do what I intend to, which is odd. It is.
Oh God, yeah, lads.
Yes.
You surprised me today. You were 4 minutes early.
Yes.
4 minutes early. You've never been early in your life.
I know, but my missus was sat there and she'd help me get everything ready, and because I only had bricks to cut up and I'd already prepped all the sheets ready to be cut, I was sat here going, okay, should I go live? Because I don't want to go out for a cigarette. I'm trying to cut down to the point where I quit tobacco. So I didn't want to go out for a cigarette.
That's good.
So I didn't want to go out for a cigarette, which is what I would normally do, like just before I come live. Like go out, top up on nicotine. So then when I'm sat here, I'm not going, I don't want a cigarette. So, but this time I didn't. I just decided I'm going to go 5 minutes live.
Are you craving now, though?
I do want one, but I can. This started on Tuesday. No, Wednesday last week. So I've been doing okay as far as I'm concerned. My missus has been singing my praises, but I think she's just trying to encourage me more and more, so I don't get disheartened.
To be honest, lads, you know me. I take the piss out of you all the time because it's funny. But with something like giving up cigarettes, is not an easy thing to do. It's the same as any. It's the same as any drug. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's not.
Oh no,
easy.
it's not. I've given up alcohol. Alcohol's a lot easier than nicotine.
Well, the point is, it's difficult. It's difficult to give up smoking. I know it is. I mean, I've never smoked, but I know it's difficult. So any little achievement with that is worth. It's worth a considerable amount. So, yeah.
So I ended up with a packet of 20 cigarettes on Friday. I think I've got 3 left. Out of a packet of 20.
One thing someone I know said that what they did was worked out how many cigarettes they would have a day, and then 1 week just cut it down by 1, and then the next week cut it down by another 1, and until eventually you end up having 0, and you're just slowly weaning yourself off it.
It's similar to what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm pushing myself right to the point where it's like, I want a cig. I'll put it off a bit longer. I'll put it off a bit longer. I'll put it off a bit longer. I'll put it off to the point where I cannot put it off anymore because I'm going to punch something. Then I go for the cig. Then I come back in and it's like, right, it's gone now. That feeling.
No, but that's. I don't think that is the best way to look at it, because I think you need to go through that phase where you want to punch something and still not have a smoke, and that's how you get out of it.
Oh, that's every morning as soon as I wake up. Have a good night, Nick, by the way. I've just seen you leaving. Have a good night.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm actually getting to know people's names now, apart from just screen names, so he's getting a bit better when I'm seeing
I will admit, though, if you've only been doing it a week, then it's not a good idea to, like, force yourself to go through that shit.
It's working.
But if it's working, it's working. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I did have one about 8 o'clock, 7:30, and it's now midnight, so it's 3.5 hours.
Yeah, not bad.
Without a cigarette, which for me, who could usually not even go an hour without a cigarette.
I was going to say, like, If you're having 20 a day, you've gone 3.5 hours without one. That is pretty good.
So yeah, I'm as I said, my missus says I'm doing well. I don't think I'm doing as well as I should be, but then again, I'm always harsh on myself. I always think I should have done better than what I do. Always.
I suppose that's a double-edged blade, really, isn't it? If you think you should be doing better, then that might push you to do better. But at the same time, you can't let that destroy any attempt that you're doing and discouraging you from doing the better.
Exactly, which is why my partner and my son has been helping me out. Although my legs are killing me. Essentially, he's been distracting me by making me do exercises with him. So I was using him as a bar when I was doing squats the other day. So I was carrying him and doing squats while I was holding him. And my legs didn't work yesterday. They decided they were just going to give up the ghost. Just like, no, you worked us too hard. What on earth was you doing with basically carrying a half version of you on top of you and then doing squats? You fucking idiots. It's like, couldn't walk upstairs. Walking downstairs was risky because I was nearly fell a couple of times. Today I'm not too bad. It's just sore. But yeah, my son's been helping out a lot with that, which has been nice. But yeah, I've been trying to, which is why I'm not really sure I should be doing this with a very sharp knife, especially after this long now.
Well, I said before, it's safer to use a sharp knife than anything else. So if you do, if you slip, you're going to cut your finger off, but you're a lot less likely. You're a lot less likely to slip with a sharp knife. It's the same in cooking.
Yeah, a decent knife, you're not putting as much pressure behind it, so you're not forcing it, so then you're not getting past the point of.
Well, that's why I spent £90 on. That's why I spent £90 on my knife, because it's like a proper good steel, Damascus steel. And then I had that the sushi knife when I was working at the restaurant.
That was a nice sushi
knife. That was worth
like
£120 for a sushi knife. They're the only two knives I use.
See, Jack knows it. Stopped smoking 3 or 4 years ago. Wanted a cigarette every single second throughout it, and I still do right now. I want a cigarette. You're
stronger than me, Jack, because it's not very easy for me to say no to something. I don't know why it's so difficult, but
some people.
And I'm on about anything. I'm on about anything, not just. I don't take drugs. I don't drink much, but.
Well, some people just have addictive personalities.
Takeaway or something. I know I shouldn't, but because I'm autistic and budgeting money and stuff like that is an impossibility for me. It's like I live in the moment at the time. I can't think of the past, and I don't think of the repercussions of what's going to happen in the future. I want a takeaway now. I just get one because I want it. It's like a very childish way of looking at things, and I can't. I'm trying to figure out a way of getting around it, kind of trying to fix it in my head, but nothing I've tried works.
You see, I'm quite the opposite because I'm constantly thinking of tomorrow and yesterday and today. I don't remember. I think about the moment as well, because obviously if I don't, I'm going to end up putting this fucking knife through my hand. But yeah, it's like I'm already aware of what I've got to do tomorrow. And what time I've got to be up in the morning, do this, do that. I've got that to do and that to do and that to do. And then once I've done them, that should be lunchtime. Then go shopping. Then come back. Then go pick up the cat's medicine. Come back hopefully in time to go on the school run. Then by then I've got a child in the house. So it's making sure they don't hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Samantha.
Hello. I remember that name.
Samantha Lee, who I should have on Instagram. Boy.
Oh, Angie. Do you want to see an adorable cat?
Absolutely.
Hold on, let's see if I can get it up and running. Hey.
Why can't I find Samantha?
I
can
got
send
two
you
cats.
her Instagram.
There we go. It's okay, I found her.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever sent Samantha a message.
Oh, hello, you. Look how pretty you are. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
But I am happy to
Trying to get a light on it, but I don't have any good light on my living room. Yeah.
send this way. It's coming through Instagram for you, Samantha.
Oh, that is so cool. He's beautiful. Is it he or she?
She's called Cookie.
Cookie. Look at you.
You can't see it very well on this screen, but she's got like triple chocolate cookie colours. So like milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate all over her.
Oh,
You can kind of see her.
yeah. Oh, she's got beautiful markings. Look at that. Oh, you're pretty. Oh.
The other one's just there.
Oh, look at him. I had a cat that looked just like that one.
This one's Biscuit or Ginger Biscuit.
Oh.
Biscuit.
Ah, see, Angie's happy for the night now.
I know, my love. Oh.
Mine's asleep over there. I'm going to leave her.
They're actually sisters, just different litters.
Aw. Hi, Beaky.
Yeah, Cookie and Biscuit.
Cookie and Biscuit. Those are the most adorable names.
Do you, by any chance, have a penchant for baked goods?
I don't know what it is, but it's been a tradition in my family. All of our pets have to be named after food.
I love that.
It's always been the case. At one point, because my mum used to work for the RSPCA, which is kind of like if you've never heard of it, Angie, it's kind of like it's a charity company in the UK, the biggest one that is like for the safety of animals, like it prevents cruelty and helps them when they're hurt and stuff like that. It's a charity. Yeah. It's an excellent charity. My mum used to work for them, and she used to bring back abandoned cats and like raise them and get them back to give them a nice, give them a good home. And at one point, we had 9 cats.
Oh my!
Every single one of them was named after a food. Treacle, Biscuit, chocolate. We had loads. I can't remember them all now, but we even had goldfish. They were named after food as well. I can't remember what they were called now, but every single pet we've had has been named after a food.
Oh, that is so cute. I love it.
That's why I keep the tradition over.
If it's a goldfish, can't you just call it fish and it already be named food?
I can't remember what we called it. It's like, I'm trying to think. I think my sister at the time, she was like 5 years old, and she wanted to call one of them Jammy Dodger, which is like a British biscuit, a British cookie, filled with jam.
It's a biscuit.
Ooh, yum!
It's a biscuit.
Not a cookie. Yes, it's a biscuit, but Angie's American, and biscuit is different in America, isn't it? So shut up.
Angie's been acclimatized to British speak, so don't worry.
But yeah, she wanted to call it Jammy Dodger, but I don't think we did call it Jammy Dodger in the end.
So, let's make a bit of room off that one. There we go. So we've got the bottom of that one now.
Very nice.
So that one is actually full with rubble, see?
You don't need that much.
You're right, I need more because I need to touch the bottom side of there. I need it to go all the way up so it's going to be a ramp up. from the floor.
Okay, but why
there.
don't you want to use the bottom floor?
So no shady little people can hide in it and sit there and go, "You can't see me, even though these windows." No.
Well, no, but that's a made that whole thing with windows on no windows on the ground floor is a made up rule that doesn't exist anymore. It was only used in tournaments while towering and Titanic vehicles had the old rules, but since they updated that, no one should be using them rules. And I just say to people, we are not playing no windows on the ground floor. If it's got windows, it's got windows.
Yeah, well, now this will not have windows that you can see through on the ground floor.
See, I would just keep it like that and count it as having windows on the ground floor.
No. Build it all up. I'm going to have it on... I've got to put it on a base yet so I can put bricks around the outside that have fallen through the windows, broken off the windows, and come from all the floors above and have fallen through.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Just... Yeah, I would rather use the bottom floor because the bottom floor can be useful.
You can. The bottom floor can be too bloody useful. That's why I don't want that.
No, the bottom floor with windows is fine, but the bottom floor without windows, I agree with you. I don't agree with that.
She is. No, I don't like. I'm just getting rid of it. So you've got to go. You've got to go up a floor to get the advantage from the building.
Yeah, it's like I'm playing another league game, another tournament game next week, and he's taking demons, and he's like taking like 4 or 5 greater demons, and then like 4 units of 3 nurglings. And I know he's going to use those nurglings to claim objectives in the middle of buildings. I know he is, but I'm going to make sure that if this window's on the ground floor, we are playing it with windows. If there's windows, there's windows. And he can do that as much as he wants. The amount of deep striking units I've got and how fast I am, he can hide those nurglings in there, and they're not going to last long.
Probably not. If you're taking any form of flamer, then he's fucked anyway.
Oh yeah, well you know my list. You know my list.
You're taking salamanders, yeah?
Yeah, my salamanders for the tournament lists. Yeah,
he can do whatever the fuck he wants in terrain. He's dead.
The way we have the tournament is you've got your 2,000 point list, which is the same one I gave you. I showed you. I played with you, and then we have an extra 500 points of substitutions. And when we organize a game with someone, we know what the other person's 2,000 point plus their subs list out, and then we can swap out units between the subs and the main army. So I can swap out one model for another. What's this?
Wow.
This is me testing my tablet. This little tablet thing. This is my... I'm going to test it to see how it works. And this is what I've been working on.
That head is the dragon head is pretty decent, actually.
Oh man!
This is like my 3rd time using this tablet. So, no, you can't use mouse and tablet at the same time. I forgot about that. Oh yeah.
See, I wouldn't be able to do a dragon head because I can't do proportion on living things very well at all. I can do technical drawings and like shapes and be really, really, really good at that, but doing a face like that's pretty cool.
Well, I've kept it because for somehow I've managed to make the dragon look happy.
It does. It looks kind of like a children's TV show, and it's gonna like smile and say, "Oh, welcome, children."
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If you actually zoom out, you can see what it's doing. It's handing a sword to a child.
Well, that looks like it's just got his hand on the floor and the sword is resting on top of it.
I've got 2 layers and I've done it 3 times. Give me a chance.
Yeah, get better, lads. Hurry up.
So, yeah.
Oh, Jack.
That's really good.
A ginger she-cat that's unusual. It is. There was 3 ginger cats in that litter. And one of them was female, so I took that one because my other cat was female as well, and I didn't want the whole difficulty of having a male and a female cat.
Yeah.
How big are the tables? We play the standard size tables, which 60 by 44 inches.
Pretty much, yeah. I still, if I'm going to play in real life, I'll generally go for a 6x4.
Wait, like, yeah, if you wanted to go back to like the old rules and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, I generally go for a 6 foot by 4 foot table if I'm going to play in IRL. But if I'm tabletop simulator, the current size is fine.
You don't really need a 6x4 these days, because most armies are nowhere near as big as they used to be.
No, you don't. I mean, when I last played a Grey Knight army, it was a 6x4 and half the board didn't even get bloody used.
Yeah.
Oh, get rid of the circle. Go away. Go away, circle. Yeah, see, I knew he was going to do that. He was going to put a line across there, weren't you? Right where I didn't want it. So I have to zoom in. I have to go back in with a fucking eraser.
Mm.
And then that's going to be a big, big one there. So, yeah, this is me practicing with this. And Angie, I was wanting to know, because I've got access to all the... I've got access to all these.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be acrylics, airbrushes, hairstyling, calligraphy, charcoal, gold. What's a Conti?
What? How do you spell it? I can't. My screen's slightly blurred.
Conte.
Conte. Conti.
Yes, I'm asking.
Something to do with contouring, maybe? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I really don't know.
What does it do?
Oh, it's a type of brush. Just like crayons or felt
No,
pen,
I've never heard of that.
image stamps, oil pastels, sponges, smears. I don't have a photo.
I didn't know MS Paint. Is this MS Paint? Oh no,
What?
you've got it's something else. It's not. I thought this was Paint, like standard.
Oh, no, this is Artweaver.
Okay, never heard of it.
It's a free one, just so I could add something to try it out on.
Yeah, well, I've got Photoshop for my business, so I could try it if I got a tablet. But
I just happened to have some Amazon vouchers, and it was like, well, I wanted one of these because I wanted to help it do I wanted to do my logos. I wasn't getting anything I was happy with for my channel logo.
I could do something for you easily. I'm good at that kind of thing.
I know what I want. The problem is I want getting it.
Yeah, what do you want?
See the image that I currently have as my channel logo now?
Your head.
Yes, right. Extend that down to my full body. Add my desk into it. Put my feet up on the desk. Have one hand draped across my stomach with a paintbrush in. The other hand lying straight down with a painting handle and modeling.
Do you think that's not too much detail to put in a tiny logo?
Not from a banner, no. That's why I've got that little
Or for your banner. I'm thinking for the little circle thing.
Oh, no, I'm going to keep what I've got as my little circle thing for the banner.
Right.
It's going to be
Fair enough. I can't do that. I can't draw, like I said, I can't draw life. I can't draw people or anything like that. But
No,
as for the text on your logo and any icon that you might have, I can do that easily and make it look professional.
Text, I could. Come on.
What, are you trying to draw the text?
Well, I'm trying to get used to it. Bear in mind, I'm not looking at the tablet at the moment, so
No, you're not meant to look at the tablet.
I'm looking at the screen, which is what's taking me to get used to.
Wow, that's really cool.
So yeah. Can somebody let me know if Samantha drops into the basement, by the way, please?
Sure.
Because
in the basement.
Yeah. I'll come back and check. No, Samantha is not in the basement.
What do you mean by basement?
Like
backstage
waiting to come up.
Oh, yeah. Right. I get you. Didn't realize you called it basement.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's not in there right now.
Come Come on, start picking it up. Thank you.
If you use a thicker brush, it'll be easier.
No. Yes, it would be easier to get a thick line, but as I said, this is part of me learning how to control this. As with any tool, you need to learn how to control it first. So I want the thin line so I can actually thicken it a little bit easier without having to worry too much about going, oh crap, that's just huge. No worries, Samantha. No worries. If Kiddo has just got off the bus, and obviously Kiddo needs to be sorted out.
Nice.
Man. I completely get rid of that because I fucked it up.
Just press Control Z. Undo.
No, that was about 70 different presses. So Control Z would have only got rid of about 2 lines. No, I didn't say do that, did I? I said do that. Oh crap! Now Control Z works.
Yeah, you kind of want like from what I'm gathering there, you kind of want like that graffiti art style for text or something like that.
This is literally just me just doodling. For an
this kind of stuff I can do easily and make it look neat and professional, you know. Or do you want it to look like you've been lazy about making it?
No. This is, as I said, this particular me doing the lettering here is just.
Oh no, I'm not. That wasn't me criticizing your thing. I'm just asking you because it's called lazy mini painting. Did you want the text to look like it was lazily made for theme?
No. I'm gonna have to use. I don't like having to do this, but I'm gonna have to use a mouse. Okay. Where are you?
I'm here.
Not you.
Where's my fucking McDonald's? Still preparing order. What the hell's going on?
There we go. Size number 58. Okay. So.
You know, I don't even like McDonald's, weirdly.
Why the fucking hell are you getting it?
I don't know. Because I like the McFlurry and the chocolate milkshake.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit on the outside, but all right. No, get off the text thing.
Do you have an idea for like a logo to go behind the text or something like that? Or
well, if it looks like it fucking work for me.
And I don't mean your face, I mean an actual logo.
Yeah, I know. No. Thank you. All right, you know, select something now. Yeah, there we go. Stop trying to use mouse and thingy at the same time. Doesn't work. Move you out of there. Bring that back in. Thank you. And I chose the wrong letter, but that doesn't matter.
What are you trying to do?
Turn the L into a Z.
Oh. Okay.
that was so, yeah, that's how simple that was. Fine, I'll have to do it. Cancel. Last save. Grab you, control, copy, control.
Why didn't you just control copy the Z?
Do I look that smart? Fuck off. I'm still getting used to using some of this. Aha. So, right. Just because I can't be honest now, because it's taking me fucking ever. Essentially, the idea is to have the pen do what I fucking want it to do, first of all. So let's do my head in now. Stop doing the little circle thing. Essentially, have Z's going up till it meets the lazy mini painting, and the lazy mini painting comes down.
Oh, right, yeah.
So as I'm asleep at the desk and the Z's are coming up from me, and then they hit the Z to become the lazy mini painting.
But if someone makes you the picture of you on the desk and stuff, I can do the text on it if they can't.
That's the problem. I've been trying to do the which layers that part of.
And it's all right. I'll only charge you like 200.
Oh, you're so kind. Now, why can't I use the eraser on?
Because you've only got one layer highlighted. You can only erase the layer you're on. You currently highlighted layer 3, so it'll only delete layer 3.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have been on layer 1, which is the one I wanted to delete from. Actually, I get rid of layer 3, 4, and text.
You know, you can make the size bigger on the top of the thing, but it says size 50. You can turn that like to size 150. And
oh yeah, yeah, because it starts at size 10. Delete layer, delete layer, and delete layer. So yeah, this is what I've been having fun with since Christmas. Well, since just after I did it, and I got it delivered the same day, which was nice. But my problem I've been having is I'm not sure on some of the tools that they've got on here. I'm certainly not happy with. See how I get that circle first?
Yeah, what is it? Why is it doing that?
It's almost like it's picking up the pen first of where I'm trying to move it. And as long as once I've got it moving and if I don't take it off, I'm fine, I can continue. Then as soon as I do something like that, I'm screwed. Because then it does this again. See? So I've got to figure out why it's doing that thing here. And if Samantha's in the background again, I'm really sorry because I've not come to check. I do need to check. What are you watching? Right, okay. Yes, aha. I have one of those pads years ago. It was great stuff, almost impossible to do free. Right, okay. And I'm trying to do freehand stuff, so cheers for that, Jack. Kirsty, you're watching me trying to go through, trying to draw Drax, and you should know who Drax is. And
to me, Drax is a character from
Marvel,
Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel.
Yeah. But for Kirsty, it will be something else. it will be a character from Stories to the Nation. From Daniel.
Hey, my McDonald's is on its way.
It's about fucking time.
I know, I want my McFlurry and milkshake.
So you see now, all I'm trying to do is fill in that tiny little gap there. Because of that little circle, I can't do it.
There must be a reason for that circle.
There must be, but I can't figure out what it is because it's also how I open up the menu for the brushes. And this is the bit that I'm trying to figure out now. Does the other button? No, see. Even if I move straight away, it's not registering, and it's a bit odd. It is a bit odd. So let's try and find somewhere around here where I can see. And it's not going away until I leave the circle and draw, and then it puts a line in where I don't want it. Once I've got it drawing, I've got to keep it drawing, otherwise I end up back in that bloody position again of trying to get a circle. Fuck off out of my way.
What's the name of the tablet?
It is an Oogie.
A Wookiee. That's a Star Wars.
UGGE. Oogie.
Oh, right. UGGE.
Oh, UGEE, sorry.
Oh, UGEE. Drawing tablet. Yeah, found it.
Yeah. I mean, I told you it's not an expensive one. And they do others. This is a 6x4 one, not the 10-inch.
Well, I found a video for it. How to fix that. The YouTube video is literally how to fix that fucking Windows circle thing.
Is that really just what it's called? How to fix that?
Yeah.
YouTube? Okay. So how do we?
Although they've used like the @ symbol and stuff in fucking, but yeah, it's essentially that.
Okay. Why have I got a feeling it's going to be something to do with?
I'm just watching the video now, and I'll let you know what they say.
Turn a feature back on that drives people who work on Wacom, Cintiqs, or any pen displays absolutely crazy, and it makes it so that you can't color pick without getting this crap. And that crap prevents you from being able to, it creates lag when you're trying to color pick, which totally throws off your flow. And if you're angry right now,
tell me.
His video is literally him being angry, ranting about it for 5 minutes before he starts it.
That's no bloody good to me. I've been angry for about a week ranting at this thing, trying to be angry.
No, hold on. He's explaining how to fix it now.
So, how do you fix it? Okay, well, I knew that it was a thing that had to do with pen and touch, but if you go into your Windows and you do pen and touch...
Go into, your Windows search thing on the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah, pen and touch.
Pen and touch.
This dialog box that actually doesn't bring you to the right place.
I've got pen and Windows Ink.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh man, I would love to get one of those. Be able to draw.
Change my Windows Ink settings. Change my pen settings, which I'm already in. Okay, awesome.
Oh, you're looking at the same thing I am, basically.
I don't know. I'm looking at pen and Windows Ink. Then I've got pen, choose which hand I'm with, show visual effects, show cursor. Let me use my pen as a mouse and select desktop eyes. Ignore touch input when I'm using my pen.
Okay. So instead, you have to go through the control panel to do this. You go through the
Hold
control panel. There you go, like these. And then you're gonna, if you don't see this view, if you go into category view, you're only going to see this. So you have to go to view by and switch it to large or small icons. Then you're going to see pen and touch. And when you go into pen and touch, there's your dialog box.
Pen and touch. There we are.
This little frick, if I could, I swear to God, if I could zap
It's the press and hold option.
We'll click it.
Yeah, so if you've got like an option for press and hold, double click it and disable it.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Apply.
And that should work, I think.
Close that. Close that. Yeah.
There you go. I'm a genius. Say thank you.
You're welcome. So yes, that's got rid of that annoying little circle fucker. Right, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
So you've been dealing with that for like a week and a half. It took me 2 minutes to find an answer for you.
No, I've been practicing how to use a pen for about four sessions now. This is my fourth session using the pen. And I've noticed that the most annoying thing I've figured out so far is that fucking circle. That's pretty much all I've figured out so far. Was that the annoying thing was the circle. I don't know, where was I? I want to change my brush. And I want to...
Hey, my food has arrived.
Airbrush. Yeah, we'll stick with... No. Yeah, digital airbrush. Thank you. Okay, that red was quite nice.
Oh, I love that. That's like an airbrush type of...
Yeah, this is a digital airbrush effect.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So I can get nice and deep in there, but I don't have to. I can just slightly bring it round there. Then if I can orange it, I should be able to. And that can be the...
Wow.
essentially the base for there. Oh, I'm adding colour. See, how much easier would this be, Angie, if you didn't have to set up a canvas every time?
Yeah, this is... Oh, I just love this.
Go back to red, and we'll come back in.
And I know it costs money, like Photoshop, but
yeah.
Photoshop, it can do so much with that as well with the tablet. It's extremely good.
Oh yeah, Photoshop would have been the preferred application I'd be using right now if I had it.
Yeah,
but as soon as
I think it's like £20 a month or something, or at least that's what I'm paying for it. I think.
Paying for software.
Well, I only pay for it because I need it for my business. So I count it as expenses, and I don't have to pay tax on it. So fun.
So let's get a little bit of shadow around that bit. And we'll have... I know I've got to clean all this up quite a lot.
My phone has a stylus on it, and one of the apps that came with the phone was an art software.
IMAX.
And I've done this so many times on there. They got like 2D. Well, they got drawings on there that are completely unpainted, and I've sat there painted them painstakingly, and I'm quite proud with some of them actually. You give me an outline, a drawing, I can paint in it and do a really nice job. But drawing it in the first place, a little bit difficult for me.
Well, this is the part of the reason why I wanted this, because I wanted to get back into practice at drawing. I was quite good at one point.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can tell there's something there, because that face is actually pretty decent.
And that's without me practicing for well over a decade. I've not actually sat down and drawn anything for years.
Mm-hmm. Samantha got a cat on the lap. Not going to be able to move until he does.
Yeah.
I've got to keep
My cats never sit on my lap. They never do. I would love them to. They like sitting next to me and getting a little bit of fuss, but never sit on the lap.
My cat's forever sitting on my missus's lap. She can't sit down sometimes. She just sits. As soon as she sits down, the cat's there.
I hate to do this, but I'm not feeling too good. I'm gonna have to drop and go take some cold medicine.
That is not a problem, Angela.
I was thinking of dropping out soon anyway as well.
But thank you so much for inviting me up, and it's so good to be here with you and Jessica. And
you never need an invitation, you know this.
You can check out my Facebook or Instagram and follow me if you want, Angie.
Oh, I would love that. Is that under the real Captain Babden or
No. Synscape Studios on Facebook, or Instagram is Synscape Painting Studios.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll go friend you now. Yay.
If you can't find it, I shall send you the link.
Should be able to find it. The icon is like a picture of a red Jupiter.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
So there's the snout.
And then I'll follow
I love those colors together. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys. I love you guys. And I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much for joining us, Angie. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love you guys.
Go get some sleep.
I'm going to take some NyQuil or DayQuil or something. I don't know.
Something that go knock out.
Yeah, knock it out. All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye. Right, well, I'm up. I'm looking very, very washy. Pay me attention. Somebody's told people, no, I won't pay you attention, go away. So keep the scales above the eyes a different colour.
You need a bigger brush.
No, I want this one because I can control it. See? Plus a slight variance in it lets me know where I can and can't be layering up even further. See, I don't want to go too far and layer it up into the browny red.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll keep them separate as much as I can. And wait. So yes, my initial plan tonight was to do a load of bricks. I've done it. I've a couple of thousand bricks now. Hopefully that's going to be enough to do my buildings. But while I'm here, I'm just adding a little bit of colour to this before I decide what's the actual next piece that I want to put onto it and what's the next thing that I wish to layer up. Not happy with the scales, which is why I'm quite happy that I've been able to go over them. And I'm going to have to darken them up quite a lot. I mean, quite a lot. Maybe go for a more cartoon and make them larger.
I was going to say you could make the scales a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
because they look very small in comparison to the rest of the image.
You got model then, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
We don't have a model. What's this one going to look like? No, either way, I want black. Black as black can be. Well, I can actually, now that I've not got that, I can go for
Don't use a black. Use a very, very dark red.
This is just to see the shaping at the minute. I'll remove it and just checking that the actual idea works itself, rather than I'm not too worried about color at the moment. I'll worry about that afterwards. Yeah, see, that's too big and bold, far too big and bold.
I don't know. I think the skills are about right.
Not compared to, for instance, that line.
Those bits above the eyebrows, though, they would be smaller than the skills anyway.
Yes, but I still want them to stand out. So I still want them to go on, draw, damn you. Good job, I got spare nibs. So although they are smaller, I still want them to. Oh, come on, stop being a prick. Ah, right, gotta make me. Oh, come on, just draw, you fucker. There we go. What I don't want to lose is the fact that I've managed to keep the eye smiling, which is incredibly hard for me to do. And I'm not quite sure how I managed to do it in the first place, but I did.
Yeah, Jack. The difference between drawing on paper and drawing on the screen of a laptop or a tablet, two very, very completely different skills.
Oh, yes.
It's considerably difficult to do it on a laptop or a tablet.
Don't get me wrong, the skills translate. So if you can draw on a pen and paper, you've got a better chance of being able to draw on a tablet than anyone who can't draw on a pen and paper.
It's certainly like a step up from pen and paper, but it's a big step up.
Yeah, it's like having all your tools right there in one hand all the time, ready for you to use it.
The problem is getting used to the idea of looking at the screen but drawing on the table.
Yeah, it's essentially the bit that I'm having problem with right now.
Yeah, it's not easy. I've tried it a few times and I couldn't get my head around it. So I just do it with the mouse. And yes, I know you don't get as much freedom with the mouse. It's a lot harder with the mouse, but I use other techniques to make my lines smoother and stuff like that with the mouse.
I see, the problem is I'm right-handed with a mouse and left-handed with a pen. So I can't draw with a mouse.
Okay.
No matter how hard I want to, I can't draw with a mouse. Because I use my right hand for mouse. And why is this not filling in this gap? See, you fucking worked that time, didn't you? Yeah, you bloody worked that as well. Yes, stop. There we go. Oh, it's not bad. It's not great. It's not brilliant by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not bad.
Room for improvement, but considering you're using a tablet and it's what, your third, fourth time on it?
Yeah. Fourth time. Eventually, that's what I did on my first couple. And then that's what I've added in since. So the first one was just getting the head shape right and positioning where I wanted the things to be. So I knew I wanted to buy down here, and I knew I wanted one part coming out with a sword on it. So I sketched them in quickly, and then started from the nose and worked backwards to end up with that. But I'm still not happy with it. Still not happy with it.
No artist is ever happy with their product.
No,
I've never been 100% happy with everything I've ever produced, even for commissions. I've been happy enough, but never 100%.
No, I'm never going to be happy. Well, the whole reason I'm doing that is because I wasn't happy with. Let's remove that for a minute and pop it back to that one. Now, the whole reason because I wasn't happy with that. That's the reason I'm doing that, because I wasn't happy with that drawing.
It's a bit flat.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I mean, the wings are there, the legs are there, the proportions are relatively okay, but I wasn't happy with it. And I wasn't
it looks like a drawing of a dragon you'd find on a flag or something like that.
Yeah, like the Welsh flag or somewhere along there.
Yeah, very static.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I wasn't happy. So I'm going to go with that one, I think, eventually. Now, I have been going for 3.5 hours. We have one person left viewing us. I'm not quite sure who that person is, but thank you, whoever you are. And I believe you said you was going to get off, go eat your food. I'm going to shut down as well, because I'm going to go to bed because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've got to be up for school in the morning. So anyone who's been here all night, thank you very much for viewing. Anyone who's watching this in the future, please don't take offense to anything we said. We're only joking. Other than that, if you like hitting the subscribe button, the like button, leaving comments, do all that if you wish to. Nobody's going to force you to, though. Hope you had a good time, and I will try and see you next week at 9:30 as usual.
See you next week.
Yep. Drive safe and have fun. See you all later.